What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Jaylin January, and I'm here with Dylan Fisher, Mal Smitty. We're back for another quarantine episode of Self-Care Sunday. I had to say it slow because I always fuck it up. Glad to be back. How are you guys? I have to look at the camera and look up here, so don't think I'm weird. How are you guys doing?
Doing pretty well, man.
Doing pretty well. You're looking good. Looking good down there, bro.
Doing pretty good, bro. I just had some Jello salad for lunch today, dude. It's fucking delicious.
Looks delicious.
Looking a little green, bro.
That's what it looks like when it comes back up, right?
Yeah, I was just watching the Grinch. Just went green. This
green is the new black. I didn't know if you knew that, but green is now the new black.
Sam I am.
Green eggs and ham. Whoa. There we go. How are you doing, Dylan?
They said am I am.
I'm doing pretty good.
I was like,
Sam
what?
I am.
What?
Sam with an S. Sam I am.
Yeah, Sam I am.
You good, Dylan? You good?
Yeah.
You good, Doc?
Good. How's your week? What'd you do this week? You worked? What else?
I worked. I didn't do much else.
Oh.
Yeah, just worked. Pretty boring
That's
week.
good. That's
Shot a
good,
music
you know?
video, actually.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we shot a little music video.
Yeah. Saw a dead body today.
Oh, pause.
Sorry, what?
Pause. Pause.
Where? Where the fuck did you see a dead body?
On the side of the road.
Pause.
Whose dead body?
I don't know.
A human body?
Yes.
Yo,
Are you sure it was a human body?
Yeah.
Why do you?
Going out to Fort Saskatchewan. And
okay.
yeah. So you understand now. I don't know.
Yeah, I understand.
Someone just dumped a body on the way.
And I'm driving down the road, headed towards Fort Saskatchewan. And
Are you reporting a crime on the podcast?
No.
Hey, yo, this ain't Crime Stoppers. Ain't nobody gonna be saved. Ain't nobody's life gonna be saved.
No.
Today.
I witnessed an already reported crime.
Oh,
So that was okay. Let's keep this going then. Sorry.
And so I come across the hill. I see a bunch of police lights.
Okay.
I was on the other side. I'm like, interesting. Like,
Right.
there's like 4 or 5 cops there.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
And then I see like a car off to the side. And like the cops are facing the wrong way, going down this. And so I'm looking at it really weird. I'm like, what was this? Like a runaway? Was he trying to like get away and went on oncoming traffic? What? And I get up closer. And there's like this SUV with bullet holes through the driver's like window and door. And there's like a body laying out beside, like underneath the door. There's a body bag over top of it, but you see his like legs sticking out.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask, is like, did they have the dignity to cover his body?
Yeah, the top of but
Fuck
he's
that.
still,
Yeah,
like,
they had
laying
that
face
shit
down.
open.
Or was they
And
just
there was,
looking
like,
at? Were they just like
and they shut the whole highway down.
crazy?
Jesus. I'm sorry that you had to witness that.
Yeah.
Was low key kind of cool though.
No, not really. I mean, kind of. It was cool to see all the cops and stuff, but then
It wasn't cool to see the dead body.
no. I didn't like that.
It's like when you're a kid and that one dude's like, "Hey, you guys want to see a dead body?" Yeah, you think it's cool until you see the dead body.
Oh, you see,
And so this happened today. So it's an ongoing investigation.
So you witnessed an ongoing investigation.
Yes.
you're gonna be
And
sus.
there's
They're
nothing
gonna
said about it.
they're gonna suss you.
They're gonna be
You're
watching you, and then they're gonna
Yeah,
be
they're
watching
gonna-
this podcast now, and they're gonna think you're somehow connected. And then
No,
I'm
I
not
learned
kidding.
this from Global News.
Huh? What? You're going to who?
I learned
Global
this
News?
information from Global News.
Oh, you didn't learn none of Don't bullshit me.
Dylan was committing the crime. I'm not sure what the fuck you're saying, bro. Don't lie, Dylan. Oh shit! You know what happened to me this week?
What happened?
Okay. So this lady called me a nigger the other day. Actually,
What?
yeah. I was like,
What kind of wild weeks have you guys been having? Racism, murder.
Did you go shoot her up in her car?
no, she wasn't in a car, bro. I would have. I would have been
Where
like,
was she? She was right next to you.
Oh no, yeah, I was on the fucking. I'm on
And you
the
decked
train.
her out.
I didn't deck her out, bro.
Why,
She's a
bro?
woman. I'm not gonna deck her out. She wants
Drop
that
kicked
want.
her in the jaw. In the jaw. Why did I say jaw?
There was a
Okay,
white guy who had
what's
his
the
back
story?
turned. Anyways, yeah.
Okay, continue.
So I'm on the train, and I'm like, first of all, she's a crackhead. I knew it from the jump because I
Oh,
looked.
crackhead.
Oh, you can't blame no
I
crackhead.
looked to the left, and I see her doing like some sort of the jig, like the Irish jig. Got her leg out to her behind, and I was like, "What is?"
Yeah, she was chilling.
I'm like, all right.
She was getting it papa-locking, crack-a-lacking. That's the word.
Right. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. Just chilling, chilling. And then she literally must have walked from the back of the fucking train, walked to the front, and sits like 2 seats away from me. And there's like me, the other set of seats, and her, and this Indian lady's in between us. And I'm just sitting there, and she was looking, I guess she was looking at me the whole time. Because I saw her making these faces, but I didn't think she would look at me. I was just kind of like, what is this? What is she doing? Right. Because I'm listening to music, whatever, right?
Yeah, you're not there.
So I'm like looking out the window, just chilling, whatever.
Yeah.
And so I think next stop pulls up. I thought she was getting off, so she walks past me. So again, just looking out the window, just like listening to music, thinking. She comes in, sits down in front of me, and I'm like, I look at her
because you have to explain how the seats are.
Oh yeah, so the seats are facing each other. So if it's like 2 L's, like like a forward L and a backward
like
L.
this. So Malcolm's sitting here, and then the lady comes and sits here.
Yeah. So she comes sits right in front of me. And
with your mask, you got your mask on? She got a
Of
mask
course
on?
I got my mask. I'm gonna take this out. I knew she was gonna say some bullshit.
Did she have a mask on?
No, she didn't.
See, this is what I've always wondered.
No, this is what she had. She had like the mask. She had her mask. She like pulls it down, so she got to like. I'm like, God.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the look.
I'm like, these fucking homeless people are going crazy this year for real.
I've really wondered. I've always wondered, like, people that aren't here or like aren't like all there. Do they abide by the mask rule?
Absolutely.
Like, are they out here like walking around in certain places like, oh, gotta put my mask on? Like, not that it like. I don't know, like maybe there's certain, like you never know, there's certain levels to it, like where it's just like that's what they will they like zone in and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna wear my mask at least before I like.
They don't necessarily abide the right way. They like have the mask, but they have it under their chin always, and they'll never put it over their mouth, like never. That lady never at any point. I think she sat down, had it on, and then pulled it off immediately. Like there was like 2 seconds of her breathing in the mask, and she like just took it off. They have them. They have them because they know they'll get arrested.
Right. But they'll get a fine or they'll get in trouble, especially because they're crazy.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want to draw attention to themselves, so they're cracked up.
Well, when they're crackheads, it's different. Crackheads are crackheads. You can't really like. I'll be honest with you. I haven't dealt with too many crackheads. I've dealt with a few crackheads in my life. But like you can't really. There's not much you can do. There's not much you can do. Like you get stolen from. You know what I'm saying? You get robbed. You get beat up.
Well, I don't get
not
robbed.
even like any of that shit. No, I'm just saying like you let a crackhead in your house by accident, you get robbed. Like you know what I'm saying? That's your fault. Like
there's not much you can do.
You can't blame a crackhead. Crackhead's gonna do crackhead shit at all times.
Literally. So that's why I was just kind of like, all right. Whatever. So now I'm just blatantly ignoring her. So now I'm just straight like looking out the window, and I could hear her yelling obscenities at me, but like I didn't really hear her say nigger, but like I heard the end of it and I knew exactly what she said. And then pretty much. And then I think the Indian lady turned around and like looked and like she and you have like they express it. They just express it. There's no hiding it.
Yeah.
So she like looked at shit. Oh shit! And I was like, fuck, man. I didn't want to have to deal with this shit this morning. So I fucking
morning. When was this?
This was like Thursday.
Oh, God.
This was even recently.
Yesterday.
This was pretty recent. Yeah, literally. And fuck. I can't remember what we just got into a conversation about. I don't even know. I think I blanked it from my memory. And I was like, this is actually like I should have just slapped the shit out of her. But then I was like, there's this obviously there's a white dude in the front who I know doesn't have his old white man has no headphones on. And I know if I slap the shit out of her, she screams, and all of a sudden I'm getting arrested.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call from prison.
With no
I'm doing
headphones on.
I'm doing the Zoom meeting, nigga.
Hold on.
Like
If he had the headphones,
yeah. So I
you'd
was
went
like,
in.
I would have went in. But she tried to like reach out and grab me. And then, I know. I was like, holy. I was like, relax. I was like, relax.
That's why I don't go out, bro. That's why I be staying in.
Yeah, crackheads are crazy. Yeah, so that's what happened this week, and then that was it.
That's scary.
Crazy. I don't want to blow.
Never want to take the train again.
I've never taken the train again, especially after all this Corona shit. Especially after that story too. I've had too many like sketch encounters on trains. Like
I've seen a lot of sketch encounters on trains. I saw this one time, this one dude who I don't know, he must have gotten his ass beat pretty recently. He had like sunglasses on, and there's this like little immigrant couple just sitting there, and they're just chilling, whatever, talking to each other in their language, literally speaking their native tongue to each other.
Right.
He's like, "You talking shit about me?" And they like ignore him first time. He's like, "You two fucking talking shit about me?" And then he's like, "No," like the dude's just like, no, like, you know, we're just chilling, like we're just trying to like do what we're doing, like.
Right.
And he's like, "I'll fuck you up," and like pulls off his glasses. It's like this big ass fucking black eye. And I'm like, no. I was like, that's not a you won that fight. You got your ass beat in that
That's
fight.
a you got your ass beat look.
That's
Especially when you're wearing the sunglasses.
Beat black eye. And then they just kind of scrammed away. And I was like, all right. I was like, all right, big guy. Whatever.
I'm at the point in my life where it's like, I'm glad that it's Corona, to be honest with you, because like I be getting so aggressive sometimes in my own house about stupid shit that I'm like, oh man, if I was out and about like in the clubs right now, I'd be scrapping. I'd be scrapping way too much. But you were gonna say something, Dylan. What were you gonna say?
I don't know.
It's all good. But yeah, I just know for a fact it's just like I'm glad at this point right now that I'm inside, because if shit like that happened to me, or someone's like, you know what, I'm be like, today's the day. Let me bust this nigga's ass, because I am.
Yeah, I mean, like, if she wasn't as doped up, I don't think. If she was really doped up and like was really like crackheady, I would have definitely slapped the shit out of her and like taught her a lesson. But I was just like, you know, I was also just kind of like, you know, it's not even worth fighting this lady at all.
Yeah.
So I was like, the crackhead.
No, I understand.
I was like, he's probably on the streets. I was like, it's fine. I was like, I'm just gonna leave it. Cause I was like, if it was a man, it would have been a different.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm like, if it was a man, then it'd be a different story.
If it was a man, I wouldn't even have let him. I would have taken off the headphones and slapped the shit out of him from the jump. Not even no question about it.
That's how you should do it. But also, I don't want to jump over this fact that Dylan saw a dead body. So
oh no. That could have been my dead body, bro.
We don't have to go back to that.
So we don't have to go back to that. Have you already scarred? You're scarred enough? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you remember what the dead body looked like? What kind of shoes was he? Was he wearing shoes when he died?
What kind of shoes was he wearing?
I don't know. He's wearing
classic blacks. What? Track?
He's wearing track? Oh, he was a trapper, bro.
Is it like those like Playboy ones with the two girls that are like with the legs going out?
Kappa. That's Kappa.
Kappa?
Mm.
Those sweats.
Yeah. That's a drug-related incident.
I know.
That's a brown guy for sure too.
That's a drug-related incident.
Drug-related incident for sure. No sympathy.
We're calling it here first.
Exactly. I don't need no CTV report to call that one.
But I don't think the police needed to know that. They just
they looked at sprinkle some crack on it, call it a day.
Like, what's called like drug-related? Don't investigate.
Yeah.
Don't do look.
PCP, Johnson.
Anyway, I mean, what shooting isn't drug or like gang related?
What?
You know, there's school shootings, mall shootings,
like around here,
cinema shootings.
No. Usually it'll be if somebody gets murdered here and it's not drug or gang related. I feel like it's just the many sociopaths that live in the city. Our city has like the high.
What kind of philosophical shit was that, bro?
It wasn't philosophical. We just have the most. No, we're like the murder capital of Canada because there's more murderers like per person than any other city.
Wait, what? There's more murderers per person here?
Like more people get murdered per capita than any other city. That's why we're like called death.
Do you know what?
I don't know if they're killing random people though.
It's like per like I think it's either per like 1,000 or 10,000 people. I think it depends on what they do.
So,
what do you say?
We had a friend we went to junior high with who got stabbed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, RP, such a good kid. Then I found out he's selling coke.
This
got stabbed during the deal.
It'd be the good ones, man.
One of my neighbors, he got his like throat sliced open one time.
Jesus.
Yeah. That was like what it was like a big story on the news like a long time ago.
Holy
and like yeah. Because he was I think he's like an RCMP or something like that. I can't remember. But
they came for him. That's why.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
He was on the verge of cracking the case, bro.
Not even cracking. He was gone. I think he was at McDonald's and he got his throat sliced open, bro. Just getting a meal. So we cut him up like that, bro. I was like, damn. So yeah.
R.I.P.
Oh man, do I know? Yeah, I feel like we probably all know somebody who's been stabbed or shot at or something. Right? Like it's just like it's really prevalent in our city. Like Toronto probably has it, but it's probably in like zones, right? Like
Toronto has lots of shootings now.
Yeah.
But like it's definitely zoned for sure. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not,
like it's the same thing in like the UK and stuff, right? Like it's like the north side of the UK is very gang related, right? Like and like Heady, like Heady One and all those guys, like they're all coming from that same area, right? So it's just like prevalent. But here it's like I don't even remember. Oh, some dude in Parkland. There's been those racist assaults, like those two girls got yeah, like it's just so random here. Like anybody will just do it.
You know what? Malcom does have a point. One of the random crazies.
It's random.
Because if you remember last year, there's that story of like some woman who cut off this guy in a truck, and he got pissed at her, got road rage, followed her home, and then beat her up and like broke her leg with like a tire iron.
See, that's what I mean.
People are crazy out here, and like I've even had a nightmare. I remember. Oh, yeah, it was a nightmare because like I fucking died. I was like, it was just like I had a normal day or whatever, and then like left Dylan and left like Naeem or whoever I was chilling with, and I was going to my car. I was downtown, walking to my car, and then all of a sudden I hear, "Hey!" And I turn around and it's just this fucking like fat kind of native dude. And he pulls out a gun and he just shoots me twice. And like, I don't even like, I don't hear anything. All I hear is just like, all I feel is just like an impact. And then just like, it's just like, right. And I feel it twice. So I'm just like, oh, shit, I just got shot. And then
I think that was a sign.
That was a sign.
And right? Big native guy asks you to play something, you take that request.
That's what I'm saying, right? I've never not. It's too intimidating. Terrible. But like it's not, there's nothing to say about like who the person was that shot me. It was just like that's what you're subconsciously scared of. That's what I was subconsciously scared of. Like that I will get shot and killed in the street. I guess at like that time. That was like said no. I'm trying to pull that kind of shit off me. Anybody it'll probably be a white dude that shoot me. Maybe a brown guy probably kill me, to be honest with you. I am not.
I've gotten in like 2 real fights in my life.
Yeah, Dylan,
and they've both been with native guys.
Why don't you explain your first one?
Oh, my first one. My first one was in junior high.
Yeah.
I hid some guy's cologne bottle as a joke, and he got pissed and came out swinging at me. I was like, "Oh shit!" Yeah, there you go,
just like that.
There we go.
Just like that. Ready. It was a big thing. And then Harmon Jasser actually had my back, and ever since then, he liked me, but before then, he didn't like me.
He showed you.
So that was my first.
You had chutzpah. You had some calzones, you know.
I had some calzones. It wasn't anything crazy, like
not like the second time.
Nothing at all. So second time. This is grade 10. Going to Harry Ainley. Busing to school. I'm sitting at the back, in the back left corner. So you know how the back row is there, and then there's a side seat, so you're kind of like trapped in. Yeah. I'm sitting there chilling on my phone, on my way to school, and there's native guy who's sitting on the side seat. not on the like one right in front of me, on the one, and it's like fairly empty. Like there's nobody in this back section. Like it was already like weird to begin with. And so I'm just sitting there on my phone, and like it's like one of those like had the feeling knew something was gonna happen. So I was sitting there with my headphones in, pretend I'm listening to music, but no music's coming out. I'm trying to listen for any sound to give me the advantage.
The advantage.
I mean, no, I know exactly what he did.
He's looking for a sneak attack. No, you have to. You have
right?
to.
And so I see him like start shifting, and he like, because it's at the stop, it goes on, and then he starts shifting, and then he just like reaches over and tries to grab my phone. But like I knew it was coming, so I just like grabbed onto it, and I was able to like pull it back out of his hand. And like immediately as it like slipped out of his hand, he just like took a step back and arms went up, and he just like started swinging at me. And like first, like immediately like what? Just like that. And his like first thing just like grazed the like bottom of my throat here. And I was like, shit. And then I just went in with the nice 1-2 combo.
Tell him about the mode, bro.
Get this mode, right? When my adrenaline starts going, shit goes slow motion. Like I'm just able to just process things. Like walking and stuff is very easy, and it's like very calm.
Yeah,
things go quiet.
Man's in the zone, you know what I'm saying? He calls it the mode, you know.
And with a 1-2, grab him by his hair and just like grab his face and just like slam it into the seat. And just like his nose starts bleeding. The bus driver is running back. He's like, "What's going on? What's going on here?" And like he sees him with like the bloody nose. And all this, he's like, "Get off the bus," and kicks me off. And this kid stays on the bus.
Yeah, sounds all right, bro.
But I was,
Bus drivers got to fuck up
at that time.
Bus drivers always fuck shit up like that, bro. They always be throwing your ass out the bus. Like, nigga, this nigga trying to rob my phone. Get thrown out the bus? Fuck you, man.
You throw me off the bus?
Throw me out the
Some racist ass shit.
I'll be taking him with them. I'll be taking him with me. Stopping his
still beating his ass outside.
Yeah.
And I told my mom what happened. I told my mom what happened. And
he was young still. What were you in junior high school?
Yeah, I'm just the city
like grade
10. Get reimbursed somehow by the city.
Check it.
Just bring that up. Should we write you a check? They write you a check?
I think that's what she tried to do, because she like made a complaint in, but I'm like, I don't want no problems out of this. I don't want no problems. I was already feeling good. Everybody's like, "Oh, you got in a fight? You got in a fight?" And so like the bus driver, like it's a different one, but on the route on the next week, he like, I guess he was like asking everybody, because as soon as I boarded it on from my house stop, he's like, "Did somebody try to take your phone off the bus last week or something?" I was like, nope, not me. Just walked right to the back of the bus, and that was it.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't want to.
I went home and I was like, "What the heck, Mom? You phoned them?"
You don't want to tell them though, because like what's gonna happen is like not just Aboriginals, but like a lot of those guys in general can also like they're also gang related. So like sometimes if you be telling on some of them dudes like the Hell's Angels, I don't even know.
You never know. Honestly, out here is pretty crazy, especially with Hell's Angels. Like once I started, once I went to Toronto,
don't go to Chinatown.
No, once I went to Toronto is once I realized how many Hell's Angels were really here.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, they run everything. Like everything.
People, you don't understand. Like this, I think this girl I work with told me that her mom was like,
"Bro, you're outing people, bro."
Yeah, it's fine. Her mom was like dating a dude who was in it, and he left to go commit more to be more involved in.
Wow, that's crazy. People is like tied down, bro. They want that shit.
It's a job. Bro. It's a full-time job.
And but like it's a lifestyle, bro. It ain't no job, bro. That's you can't just. That's not a job you clock in.
True.
That's a lifestyle.
That's a lifestyle.
You don't ever stop.
I can't get
3:00 in the morning. You getting called to do the job. You doing the job, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get. Oh, Ben. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I can't get too specific about it, but I have somebody who's close to me, my family, with a lot of money, who own a shop in Alberta somewhere.
Chop shop, huh?
Yeah, keep it low. Keep it low.
Keep it
It's a normal shop. And
no, not much details needed. Just keep. So
and the Hell's
it's a
Angels
shop.
may have been running bikes and drugs through the shop and cleaning their money out.
maybe we don't know that though.
This
is
allegedly.
allegedly
a very rich man.
No,
Allegedly.
but Hell's Angels is that. That's how like the what was the one down? What was that fucking country bar downtown? Not the Ranch.
The Boot, Scoot, and Boogie.
No,
That's not
the fuck.
You know what I'm talking about? The Boot, Scoot.
What is it called?
the rat.
Not the Ranch. What's the other one?
The Boot, Scoot, and Boogie, bro. That's literally what it's called.
The Funky Buddha?
No, not Funky Buddha. I think that's another one. A country bar. It's like
the Boot.
It's one of the big ones too.
It's where Tim went to go work. You don't remember?
No, that's not downtown.
That is downtown.
Yes, it
where
is.
Where Studio 107 used to be. Knoxville. That's what it's fucking called.
The Boot, Scoot, and Boogie?
I used to play there. I did the Saturdays there. No, at Knoxville's. Right before
the Boot, Scoot, and Boot.
What are we talking about?
The fuck is that? What are you talking about?
Nothing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about either. Yeah.
Knoxville's was interesting because I worked there at the end of it when they were trying to transition into being more of like a hip hop mainstream rap, all that kind of shit. And I liked it. I liked the way that they ran it, even if it was ran like that. Everything was always ready to go for me.
Yeah, because it was a lie. It was a money laundering front.
Well, I mean, every time I went down, whenever I went down and to go get my money from the manager,
it was, I bet it was there.
Counted out nice, and they was counting out good money. So we was good. Yeah. I was always happy, So I never had no issue until they went out of business, pretty much.
Yeah. So
I met a lot of cool people there. So it is what it is.
Yeah, that's like a big. That was like a big one there.
That's a big one for sure. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah. But, I was gonna say Ben. I don't remember Ben, our manager, when he
the one that tried to make me a housewares leader.
Yeah, specialist. He used to say that he would go down there because he used to get his tattoos at Showdown, I think, because they had like a place in Chinatown. I think they still do. And he would see some crazy shit. He was telling me people getting fucking stomped out.
Yeah,
curb stomped.
That's why I don't want to go around those places. That's why, when I was a kid,
that's where because Chinatown's like where they work. That's where they operate out of.
It's like the Triads, Rush Hour. When I was a little kid, we'd always go to this place called All Happy Restaurant, right? And it's like a little Chinese restaurant, family owned, on 118th, and straight in the ghetto, right across from the homeless shelter. And I'd always be so terrified of going to this place, especially as a little kid, just because I would see the worst shit ever outside, before going in. And my mom would always go there at 4:00 in the morning with after the club, and my brother loved going there. Everybody loved going there, but I hated going there just for the fact that it was just in such a sketchy area. I just don't like being in places where I always have to check myself. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you're from there or you rolled through there all the time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like if you grow up in the hood, you're good in your hood. Mm-hmm. You're not always checking your shoulders, but as soon as you enter another hood, you don't feel safe. You know what I mean? So it's not even on some bitch shit. It's just on some I feel
sounds like some bitch shit to me.
Whatever. Even if it is on some bitch shit, it is not something I'm trying to deal with. Rolling up in a nice new fucking Lexus with a nice family dressed in nice clothes going in. My mom doesn't even lock her doors and shit. Right across the street from
2003
homeless shelter. That's what I'm saying. And I was just this is. If I was a kid, I was this is not. I would never. That's what I'm saying. I would never come here.
Absolutely not.
And I stopped going there because also I don't know, the food would come out too quick. Yeah,
because they got it prepped already to go.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel anytime I go out, I'm not ever worried that I'm gonna get jumped because you see the characters.
When I was in junior high and not high school, but junior high, I think was especially. I had beef with so many people, or just they had beef with me. If we want to keep it 100, I never even knew why, but I just had beef with so many different people that when I would walk home or take the bus or go do whatever I was doing, I was always kind of worried in my own hood that I was gonna get my ass beat. And I remember Don Raj when he were you there?
I remember.
He ran past. So this kid, I hated this kid. He was like a grade younger than us. He had some issues with like some older kids or whatever. He was like running after school this one day past us. He zips past us. We're like, what the fuck was that, Don Raj? Next thing we know, these two other guys fucking booking out past him, after him. And then this car pulls up at the end of the road, stops, the back door opens, guy gets out, grabs Don Rush, throws him in. The other two guys jump in the car and they're gone. and I'm like, that's exactly what I never wanted to happen to me. And like, that's what I always thought would happen. I just always was expecting someone to pull up, either shoot me dead or like stab me or like take my fucking shoes or something. But like even in grade 7, like grade 7, I was suspended at the end of the year because I did some crazy shit and we started going at this kid or whatever. And I got suspended for the last 3 days of school. And so I got let out early. I'm waiting after like there's this big barbecue, all this shit. I'm waiting for all my friends. We're all going to link up and like chill after, school's out full summer. We're about to party it up or something. We go down to this convenience store that's like right by the school. And they're all standing there. I'm like, shit, I forgot I didn't clear out my locker because I left early. So I headed back with one of my other buddies. We went, I cleared out my shit, and I'm coming back to meet up with everybody. And these guys are running back to me like, yo, we just got drive-by. Yo, we just got drive-by. And like these guys literally pulled up past them with a fucking paintball gun, they shot in their car without the window going down. So they splatted on the window. Closed or opened the window and then just started spraying at them, and they all ducked. Luckily nobody got hit, but we went back to the spot and it was just painted on the wall. I'm like, oh my god, yeah. And I missed out on that, so I've always been lucky to not get fucked up. So let's keep that up. But like I said, if it was club times, I'd be out there swinging on niggas right now.
I don't know what happens. I feel like I go out and like I think it's just because I'm black, so people just like. People who would probably press. They
want to fight. They expect you to fight.
They don't. No. They go up to me and they're like, "Yo, dog, got some weed or some dumb fucking stupid stereotypical shit they be asking me."
No, I always get the stupidest shit. I always get the meanest mugs. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm a DJ. Maybe it's because I'm up there and like I get attention or whatever. I don't even get that much attention. Anyway, niggas just think that like, oh, this nigga, whatever, trying to work on my bitch or, oh, whatever. I'm talking on the mic. Like, I don't know what's going through their head. I never want nothing, but they always be giving me the meanest mugs. Always just trying to like press me when I come off my sets or all that shit. And I was just like, I'm not even going to walk through this shit because I'll just start fighting niggas because I'm hot blooded. I already know that. And now, especially since I've been inside working on that bag, bro. Got my weight up, bro.
I'm cool, man. I don't know how you're so mad. I'm not even mad.
I'm not mad.
I don't know why he has dreams about being shot while he's going to his car. He's feeling good. He's like, oh yeah, I fucked up that native guy. He's like, hey, turns around.
No.
Oh no.
No. Never. It's more so like in my dreams. My dreams are really realistic, which is weird. It's like everything that happens in my dream feels like a regular day. So sometimes I'll be waking up and I'll be like, did I dream that day or did that day happen? And I'd be really confused. Like that's happened at least I think 4 or 5 times in the past 6 months. It's just been like where I'm just like, was that real? Was that like, because it was just so real. And I'll go and the song wasn't it didn't get mixed, it didn't get mastered, it didn't get made, whatever it is. I didn't see Dylan that day or like whatever it is. I'm just like, oh shit, I'm tripping. So yeah, don't lucid dream, kids.
Is that even a lucid dream?
No, like I used to lucid dream. I used to try to. And there's like certain things that you do. And it starts to mesh your reality and your dreams a little bit. Especially when you stop, it kind of fucks you up. And I feel like ever since then, like my dreams have just been like really realistic. Like I haven't had like crazy dreams. Like I don't have dreams where it's like, wow, I'm like on a dragon and fighting in like the prehistoric time. Like I'm never like it's never so crazy.
Had a dream like that,
well, I don't know. Some people do. Some people have some crazy ass dreams. Like my dreams are always super realistic. And you know what it always is? Like the nightmare part of it is I'm getting arrested. Yeah. It's always me. Even today I had a night. I call them nightmares. These are my nightmares because like I think it's one of my biggest fears is like getting arrested or something like that. Because it's always like how my dreams end. Is like I'll be doing something. I didn't do anything. ever either. Like that's the thing. I don't do a fucking thing, but I get like framed, pinned, or like at the last second, like it looks like I did some shit, and they're just like, "Yo, go to throw me on the ground." I'm just like, God damn it! Like
I'm definitely be framing Jaylin for sure, but like, no, that's
you. But no, man. Like, what do you think that is? Is that what that is? Is that like an irrational fear of the police?
Yeah, that's a bitch shit right there. No, I don't know.
That's not bitch shit. I don't think.
I only.
That's a realistic fear. That's the only Like, I'm not scared of someone beating my ass or anything like that, or like even killing me. Like, even if that happens, I'm not like scared. I don't wake up like, oh. But it's like when I'm getting arrested, it's just like I wake up and I'm like, did that happen? I'm like, do I have a record right now? Like, it's so realistic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I'm like,
oh shit.
Like, damn.
I got arrested.
I'm like, I've had some fucked up dreams. You guys have fucked up dreams? Or you guys have pretty normal dreams?
No, I think I had like a series of dreams where I was getting there was like like a mall shooter a few times, like a school. I think it was like several, like it was a couple months. Yeah, like I was.
You were the mall shooter?
No.
Oh, you were in the mall.
Yeah, getting shot. I got shot every time.
You died every time?
I don't blame you because
I've only died one time.
About if I was working at the mall.
Right?
Yeah, honestly, that's what I would worry about if I was working at the mall too, which is an understandable fear. Even where you are, like even when I was like, oh, I'm gonna be working at this cannabis shop, I'm like, this is a place that's gonna probably get robbed. It's like,
oh yeah, I 100% could see us getting robbed, but I don't know if it'll happen. The thing is, like, you can't really rob our.
No,
you can't really rob our store. That's the thing.
Yeah,
like, if you rob us, like, if somebody's in the back, there's like 20 people in the building. Like, somebody's gonna call the police. Like, you're not gonna get everybody.
It's not about.
You gotta come with like a team of 20 people.
Yeah, you gotta have it all mapped out.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody in there's on it. Ooh,
exactly.
That'd be sick.
But
Ocean's 11, bro.
Anyways, no, I had a series of dreams like where I was like in the mall, I got shot up.
Yeah.
I had a dream where I was helping this customer, I think, and they got mad that I gave them the wrong shoes or some shit like that, and then they turned into the shooter. So he pulled like a fucking like chopper, just like,
what the fuck?
Everything. He was like, "What the fuck's the guy who gave me the shoes?" And I was like, I was even working. And the thing is, I was even working.
See, but that's not realistic.
It's not.
See, like that's not like a realistic dream though. Like my shit is not like out of order like that. My shit like makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, yeah, that's the dude. Like I was talking to that girl. Like we just had like a slight conversation. This is the same dude that was looking at me. Like when I think back to it, right when I'm dying, I like flashes in my brain. I see him in the corner at the bar looking at me with the side eye. He's the one in front of me with the set. It's like my shit has like stories and arcs. It's like, what the fuck is going on in my brain?
Yeah, I don't have issues at the club, so that's the other.
It's not. It's not always club shit. It's like in the bank. It's like going to get groceries.
I don't have issues at the bank either,
bro. I don't have issues anywhere. I don't have issues. I wear my mask. I get my shit.
I think you think it. You look at it and you think people are looking at you. I think that's what it must be. Never happened. It's the same thing when that lady was staring at me. I just like looked and I was like, "What the fuck is she looking at, bro?"
You're looking behind you and shit. You're like, is there an ad?
I'm so zoned out of people. Like, who the fuck are these people looking at? Like, when people are talking, I'll be like, "Oh, you was looking at me." I was like, "Oh shit,
that's fucking hilarious."
My bad.
What about you, Dylan?
That's why I don't get the issues at the club, because I actually like it's like the club's empty to me, and I only see shawty. That was it. Like I didn't see the niggas in the club. I only remember like the only niggas I remember like salty ass niggas. Like I remember I was like there was these two dudes. I remember this was like Preview. This was one of the few times I went to Preview. I only went to Preview like 3 times. They're all terrible.
Had problems. Like I never had issues, but I always just had like
just niggas being stupid.
Just stupid shit. Like just stupid. Where it's just like I'm getting bumped while I'm DJing, and it's just like. There's too many people all around me. Like I hate.
Okay, yeah, that booth was like always full.
I hate that shit.
There was like 20 people.
That's why it's like I understand why like niggas roll up there with like 20 people. It's like I would, if I could, I would roll up there with like 20 people and fill the booth just so it's like, all right, nobody come. These are all my people. Nobody come within like 2 feet of me, and like we're cool.
Yeah.
Everything else is yours. But like niggas is like pressed against my ass, bro. And it's like I turn around, I think it's like. Someone, it's a nigga. Like Turner, I'm like, what is going on? Like and like I bumped, like hip checked them out of my shit. It's like, it's not good. I never liked playing there. I like the experience because like it was the younger crowd or whatever, but like it was always just like it never like was.
But the other thing is like, why can't anybody else just make another younger crowd fucking club?
Why did nobody else make a good club? I want like if I had money, I'd have made it fucking amazing.
Club. Fuck it.
But here's the thing, like it's not really feasible. Like you're making money. Trust me, you're making money. But like at the end of the day, you're not. If you're not not really paying a high lease or rent or whatever it is, and like you're able to kind of bank a lot of the money, then that's cool. And you have like a system like that. But if your overhead is like 65,000 like alibis, and you're not really, you have a young crowd that doesn't buy bottles or doesn't buy alcohol and doesn't really like push sales. They're just in there. You know what I mean? By getting water and standing around, and you know what I mean? Or like getting one shot and being
broke nigga shit.
Broke nigga shit. And just like it's like you're not making money. You're kind of losing money every time you open. So it's like it all depends on the climate, and especially right now, like that shit's not gonna work. So but what do you okay, hold on. This opens another thing. And we can either take a break now and come back on this, or keep it going. How you guys feel?
I'm good.
You good? Dylan, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. So when Corona ends, obviously it's gonna end. The vaccine will roll out, and like people will go.
Are we going to the clubs? Is that what you're about to ask me?
Not are we going to the clubs? We're obviously gonna be going to the clubs. But like, how good do you think the clubs are gonna be? Do you think it's gonna be like the 20s when people are like, "Yo"?
It's gonna be wild.
Yeah.
Like the first few years are gonna be wild for sure. Like anybody in our age group, I feel like the clubs are gonna be wild, bro.
Yeah.
But like all the young kids aren't gonna come, so it's gonna be like 23 plus people.
I feel you. I hope so. And like if it's that, like if it's like 22, 23 to like 40, like that age range in the clubs, like I'm winning. Like I do, especially like you came in on my mom's Twitch. What'd you think? How was it? It was good.
It was good.
Entertaining.
I've been listening to reggaeton. I've been listening to reggae and fucking dancehall for the last few weeks anyway. So
my mom
perfect. It's got more shit to add to my stuff. Yeah, I mean,
every Thursday. Hold on. Every Thursday, game time with DJ Game Girl and myself. You can find us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Game Girl Entertainment, GAMEGIRL, and then entertainment. I don't know how to spell all that, so go ahead and follow that. Follow me, JAYLI January, and these niggas will probably we'll do a live. We'll do a live Self-Care Sunday for sure once all this shit ends. But the clubs are gonna be fucking lit,
man. The only thing it got me fucked up is the hookah. Like, fucking would have been there, but
the hookah.
I'm gonna bring it to the club. Fuck it. I'm gonna have to start squeezing these club owners.
I'm hoping like I got a little article today from a little magazine thingy.
Oh yeah,
the Millennials Mag. I'd like to thank them very much for reaching out to me to actually do that. So. Not a lot of niggas is doing that. And hopefully I got a lot of new followers off that. So appreciate that. But hopefully after this music all rolls out, these videos all roll out and everything starts, going into motion for myself and Dylan and you also being a creative director and, rolling your shit out. Niggas start respecting. And then we just have the hookah in there. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's just on the rider. Hookah is there. You know what I mean? The hookah is just present. If the
hookah's not there, we're not.
If the hookah's not there, we're not there. If it's not an ounce, if there's not a couple Arizona hards, a stripper pole, hookah, I need sour keys. I need watermelons. I need peanut M&Ms.
I need the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Let me tell you something.
Warm, standing in front of me.
I need the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
20 shots lined up.
I need an ice cap. I need at least 3 ice caps, fresh
blends and refills.
You see, bro, my rider is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna have to. This is why I don't want to. This is why it's crazy when like I did a lot of research, especially when I was in Toronto, on like record label owning and like how much it costs to run like certain things and what you have to pay for and artists what you do and what they have to pay back and like all that shit. And it is crazy if you're in a deal, the amount of shit that you end up having to pay back. Like that is stupid. Like the rider shit, the fucking like your entourage shit, like the stupid shit that you just thought was always going to be covered just because you're like, a celebrity. Depending on your status, like there's certain people that are never have to pay for that shit.
Yeah.
But if the record label is losing on you, sorry, bud.
That's tough, bro.
You paying for that? You paying for that sparkling water?
That's why, like, somebody like Drake, I think, pays for all of his people to come through. So
I would too. That's what I would do. I would make sure everything is already like. For me, I want to do everything independent already. So it's just like I want to come through and have it. So it's just like they went through me and my people and my manager or whatever, like who's in my camp to book me. So we already know what it is. And it's just like, I don't know. I look at a lot of these things that are hopefully going to happen. And I've already.
Oh, you know what you could have? So you'd have the ice cap and have this like the Kahlua inside of it or something already.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Or the Baileys, the Baileys even.
Yeah, the Baileys in it, the mix,
the almond, the Baileys almond, or they gotta have a nice cup of like a different Baileys. They got a vanilla Baileys, but like, anyways, I've been thinking about like all this shit, like when it does pop off, when it does start happening, when like music does start picking up into people's ears and they start paying attention to what's going on. We start touring and doing shit once things open up again, and hopefully they are crazy because then that's an avenue, you know what I mean, to be making more money, selling more merch, doing more things, and hopefully the economy gets back to a place where people are able to afford all that. But it's just like, I don't know. I see it. I see what I need to do. I see what I think is going to work. And the things that I've been doing, especially like just little promotions for my mom, getting things ready for Dylan that he doesn't know about. And, you know, even for you, motherfucker, it's just a lot of plotting that I've been doing, especially this week, having this computer. Let me tell you something. Levels. I'm able to do so much shit. So I'm really excited to be able to actually put this shit out. Because once this shit starts coming out, it doesn't stop. And it's like I'm just taking this break, and once like I don't know, I'm just excited. I'm excited to take over the world. Okay.
Yeah. I feel.
All right, I gotta take a piss real bad, so we're gonna take a break right there.
What's part?
Majority of them, it's King and Queen Street. Yeah, like it used to be.
And they're like, and those streets are like adjacent to each other, right? They're like,
yeah, they're really close. They're really close.
Yeah.
And in like, there's different parts. Like we used to do a spot in Kensington Market. Like we went and there's shit on Queen. There's shit on like, what is it? I don't even remember what the fuck it was. Godiva. I want to say something like that. It's something like that. And there's just like a whole bunch of different like areas. They're really close to each other. It's all within like walking distance or like 5-minute cab.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And it's the same kind of shit in Vancouver too. It's like majority of that shit is on Granville. Majority of that shit is over like whatever. You have like your one-offs. Like there's some things that are deep in places like Fortune in Chinatown and things like that. Like even in Toronto, there was just like we did this one place in Scarborough on like Malcom and McNichol. It's just like there's it's far away from like anywhere else. So it's just like
what was that? I can't remember the name of it, but it was some club in Toronto where it was in like tower or a building, and there was like 4 different levels, and each level was a different
government. So there was 8. Yeah. There was 8 different clubs inside one building, and it was one gigantic building. And the reason that I know about this is Love Jones, the person who taught me how to DJ, used to DJ in the hip hop room, one of the main rooms there. And it's run by this really rich dude. I forget his name now. His name is Chris something. And he owned that. And then after he owned that shut down, they closed it, whatever. He went on to open what is now Rebel, which is like a 15,000 capacity club. Yeah. And also like concert venue. And he wants to make it bigger. So it's just like, he's been doing that, trying to get like more warrants from the city or whatever it is. Not warrants.
Warrants.
Whatever it is. Whatever's going to allow him to make a bigger
permits.
That's what I was like. I couldn't think of the word either. I was like, what is it?
I know, right? So permits for the city.
I was like, what was that shit?
I know warrants wasn't right. Like you don't want warrants. The permits to make it bigger.
You don't want those city warrants? I gotta get the city warrants to
GTA shit. Yo, man, like I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk 2077. Sorry to jump ship. Is there anything else you want to say about these clubs and shit? Sorry, I just kind of took that over.
No, you can talk about it. I was just gonna say, clubs are just gonna be lit. That's all I was gonna say.
Clubs are gonna be lit for sure.
Lit for sure.
I really hope so. Nigga need a job. My mom needs a job. I need a job. Let's get those clubs back open, people. Let's go ahead. What are you gonna say?
Well, sorry. I know you're gonna jump ship.
Don't worry.
But at what point do you think that clubs will go back to like normal, where you see the full range of people? Is it when they finally take off the mask law?
No, next year.
The first day they open phase 4, those clubs are going to be lined up. I'm going to be in line for the
next
phase 4. What's phase 4?
It'll be next year around this time.
Phase 4, well, because we're in phase 3 right now. So phase 3 allows. Well, we're in phase 2 really again. Actually,
we got pushed back.
Yeah, we're in phase 2, but like every like city and province has like a phase. So phase 1 was quarantine. Phase 2 is minimal contact. So like a few places are open by appointment. Whatever. We were in phase 3 where people could actually go to bars and stuff.
Yeah. In restaurant, like indoor dining in restaurants and like
to limited capacity. And then phase 4 is like nightclubs, everything's essentially back to normal, and then they're just like kind of monitoring the situation as it goes. Like Vancouver was at that level.
Vancouver was there for so long, and their cases were so high, and it's just like, oh my god, the things that I saw. Like, I'm glad I left when I left, because the things that I saw is just like I'd have to take the SkyTrain every day. The SkyTrain every day. I guarantee, and I feel like I already got it. I think I said this already. I feel like I already got it from then, but like, it's just like nobody give a fuck. And still nobody gives a fuck. And that's why it's like the deaths are climbing, the cases are climbing still while we're in lockdown. And it's not like, I mean, we've only been in lockdown for a little while, but like I don't feel like anything is really going to change. You know what I mean? Am I wrong about that?
I don't know. Once the vaccine sort of rolls out.
Yeah, that's different. That's different. I'm just talking about from lockdown.
Oh, from lockdown? I don't know. I feel like, well, the thing is like if we had been in lockdown like a little bit longer, like our numbers probably would have been a little bit better.
Yeah. What I agree with that. I think that if we were in lockdown for like a whole month, and I feel like if we were in total lockdown, I mean, give everybody like $5,000 for that month, boom, like, or $4,000, whatever. Give them some money so that they can, everybody can just stay home. You know what I mean? You can go to the grocery store or whatever. It would be better if it was like pick up, like call.
It'd be a tax nightmare.
No, I mean, but like delivery or some shit. I know it'd be a tax nightmare. But the thing that they have to realize, especially with what's happening right now, is this, like, I don't know if it's possible, but like, to me, especially if I was running this shit, like Trudeau said today, all those people, that's like 500,000 people that got the letters. I didn't get one. My mom didn't get one. Nobody in my family got one. Thank God. Is that you have to repay the money that you got. Like these CERB, behave, like, I don't know what the fuck they're called, but like getting these letters saying, hey, you got to pay back like $13,000 or some crazy shit like that. And it's like by the 31st of December, or it's going to like affect your tax shit. Like Trudeau said today, he's like, if that's causing you stress, like, don't worry about it. Like, don't let it fucking affect your holidays. Don't let it like ruin how you're feeling, because we're going to figure it out. Like, he's saying that we're going to figure it out and some shit. But like, if I was,
let it ruin you. But I want that check.
But if I would not, that's how I would, if I was like, like Jagmeet Singh is saying, like, it's kind of fucking ridiculous that they're asking for this shit to be paid back. And he, like, it is. To me, it is. Depending on it, but it all depends on the situation. Like, if you're if you didn't need it and you got it, then obviously. But if you have no money and you did it, then there's something different, right? And that's kind of what Trudeau is saying.
Yeah, if you have like an essential job, but we're also taking the CERB check,
then you're fucked. Then fuck you. Then fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, or like if you want to,
then fuck you. If you have an essential job and you're taking the CERB check too, then fuck you, because you don't need it. Like I have been trying to get a job, a regular job here, there, gas station, fucking this, that, the next, whatever it is, and like doesn't work. But
should have done some. We should have worked with me in the summer, bro.
That's what you never hooked it up, bro.
You never said you needed a job.
You knew I was looking for a job.
You know what you said? You were like, oh man, I'm having a great time in quarantine right now. I'm looking out my window every day. And I was like, all right, sounds good, bro.
I don't remember saying those words. Window every day. I don't remember saying those words.
I feel like that's exactly what you said. You may not
regardless,
words, but that was the vibe and the energy that was said.
Regardless, like, anyway, regardless, it's just nobody's, especially right now, nobody's hiring, right? So it's very
few people.
So if you have an essential job, and if you've been working throughout this whole pandemic, like both of you have, you guys are blessed. Like, there's people out here that, you know, their job is communicating and being like really, really close to people and like done. And it's not even, it's a lot of people that are in financial debt now of their like to no fault of their own, even with government aid. Goes to show it's just like things are kind of fucked. I'm not gonna lie. Like there's more debt and a lot of these things are all loans. So people have to pay them back eventually. And it's just a lot of people are either not gonna take the next wave of money because they're in that situation where it's like, I then have to pay back like almost $100,000 to the government. If you're like a small business.
I think
too much.
But I also think another thing.
Wait, what?
Only if they took too much, right?
Well, some businesses needed to take everything they could get.
Yeah.
Because
small businesses.
So the $50,000 loan that they originally announced, that's what they're wanting back too?
Well, I'm not sure if they're asking for that back like right now, but you're gonna have to pay that back. You know what I'm saying? Like regardless of, it's a loan. It's not something that they're just kind of like giving you, which is like whatever. It's your business, but like it's kind of, I don't know. To me, the way that Canada presents itself, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, look at us. We're so social, like democratic, socialist. We're so this, that, the next, blah, 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 blah. We take care of our citizens and whatever. And like the funny part about it is it's like, yeah, we take care of you, but at the end of the day, you better pay us back all that shit we took care of you. But
like, I mean, to a certain degree, but like, yeah, like, I mean, if you were making like, if you made like millions of dollars,
if you made money
and like you had money stacked up, you're still taking 2 racks. It's like, all right, like you could have been fine without it. You know that. And the other thing too was like, you have to think like how many people were overspending buying toilet paper. And right? Like how many people went to the and you were like, oh, I'm gonna spend $300 buying toilet paper. That's gonna be fucking there next week anyways, because
it's kind of
ridiculous. You don't know, toilet paper is always locally made in every country because it doesn't make logistical sense to ship it across the world.
Because it's everybody shits. Like everybody shits.
Yeah, and it's literally made. It's literally made in Alberta. That's how quickly toilet paper can get flipped over. Right. So it doesn't even matter.
We got a lot of boreal forests, so we got toilet paper. For
literally, it's a whole industry. But like, I feel like that kind of shit's like, you know, like, yeah, like if you were overspending, like, yeah, sure, you should probably have to pay that shit back. And it's like when you're talking about like business loans and stuff like that, like, yeah, those are gonna be paid back, but they're probably on like a lower interest. Or like you would hope. But like I had student loans that I didn't have to pay back for 6 months, but my interest is higher. Right. But my interest was still charged.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they increased the interest, which doesn't really affect it that much.
How do you feel about student loans? Do you feel like that shit should be abolished? I mean, obviously you have a biased opinion being someone with student loans, but do you feel like that shit should have been taken care of?
If you didn't finish a degree, I feel like you to a certain level. Like I went for a year and I finished a year and it was in open studies. Right. You know what I mean? I feel like
you
I downloaded the University Lite app and I didn't even use it.
So you feel like you shouldn't pay it.
I shouldn't pay. I should maybe I'll pay, but not as much. I shouldn't be paying like
maybe you should have to pay like a premium, like a $1,500 like entry.
Yeah, or like like pay.
Like what do you have to like if you feel comfortable saying like what do you have to pay? If you want to just like ballpark a number, even if it's like not accurate.
I know exactly how much it is. It's around. I'll go. It's like 14,000 right now.
Jesus Christ! Yeah. I could like see like with that kind of like debt, I would feel the pressure every day. Like I have some credit card debt right now that I'm feeling already, and it's nowhere near that. And it's just like I just would feel that every day. I don't know, like even
the thing is like they plan it out a lot for you, so like I don't even think about it, right? I know that this is how much is coming out every month, and this is how long I'm paying it back, right?
Well, you got money though. You're rich, so you ain't got to worry about it. You're spending $300 on my gift, like what?
It's like like think about half of your gift is like how much I pay a month for my student loans. So it's like $160 a month. It's like $80 and $70 from and it's like the thing is you can't just take out one loan. That's the thing. Like you have to take out both the Canadian and you have to take out the Alberta loan. You can choose to opt not to take out one of them, but like
so
it just doesn't make sense.
So you have to take out a big amount of money. So how much money did you take out? $15,000?
$20,000 for a year. It's like 6,000 Alberta and 7,000 Canada or something like that.
Oh, so that's why it's 13.
Yeah, because it's the merge of
and
the
then
two.
Tax.
And then interest. It's not taxes, interest.
Sorry, interest.
Yeah.
So, see, I thought about that. And like, when I was going to go to school, I'm like, all right, maybe I'll take out like, a $40,000 loan.
You don't get to choose.
What? No, you
They
do.
just,
You
they fund
or
it.
no, you get to they pick it, but you get to like you can set it by what you're kind of asking and saying that you're gonna do. So if I'm like if I have housing, if I have like if I'm in Vancouver, I don't have a place to stay and I need like a dorm, this, that, the next, all these kinds of things, then like they're gonna give me like $50,000. Especially if it's like a $20,000.
No, but like that's
$20,000 tuition plus living. That's about right. For like a year?
Yeah.
20,000? I think so.
Yeah, that's about and they'll give you the money for that, and they split it between Canada and Alberta essentially.
Right, so
and then
there's 20,000 there, and then I got to pay that back within the rest of my life, pretty much.
Yeah, and
see, that's why you got to make it big as a rapper.
But that's only like a year, maybe, right?
And it's 1 year, $40,000.
That's for 4 years, right? And then they accrue debt of like $100,000. You know,
100,000 out here. It's 100,000 in the States. It's like 200, 250. It's like it's crazy. A
year's 50. A year in the States is 50 racks.
Mm-hmm.
50, 60 racks, like minimum. I watched videos and people are like, yeah, I went to school for a year and like didn't go to any classes and I'm paying $40,000 back in like tuition. I'm like, fuck, bro.
That's why I don't understand why your cousin Dylan went to the States to go for school when we have such cheaper school here. Or if she wanted to do like was she dentist or doctor? What is it? Dentist?
Nurse.
Why she didn't go to Australia or
anywhere
else, even if it's U of A or wherever, like anywhere else is cheaper.
Number one school
isn't it number one school for nurses?
No, she wanted to go to Utah.
Fucking ridiculous.
There's nothing in Utah.
That's a year, bro. So 2 years, she's already accrued like 100,000. It's a 4-year program, isn't it?
Jesus.
Right?
I think so. I'd imagine.
So.
Plus interest, and interest there is like 14 or like 15%.
God,
or something like that,
bro. I couldn't imagine living in the States. Like for everybody that lives in the States, I feel bad.
That's why, like, to me, like if you're in the States, if you're not going to school to be a doctor or a lawyer,
there's no point.
Or something that's
like,
going to pay you ridiculous amounts. You're never
going to make that money back. Like it's going to take you forever to pay that student loan off because you're going to try to be living life. You're never going to buy a house. You're never going to buy a nice car. You're going to be living in a fucking shit apartment trying to pay off your student loans for the rest of your life. Like literally, it just doesn't make any sense.
No, they'll give you all those things. That's the thing. Like everything in the States is on credit, and like everything you have is a credit, right? So
you can just come
like
at the end of your life, it just comes tumbling down on you like a fucking brick house.
The thing is, you'll just never pay off debts. So that's why the U.S. has a huge like national debt.
If they were already at a $3 trillion last time I checked, and this was before the pandemic, at a $3 trillion debt, they generated $3 trillion out of thin air. Does that mean that they're now at like a $6 to $7 trillion debt?
Yeah, it just adds up.
That's fucking ridiculous. Could you imagine? You're never ever in your life gonna, like, in our lifetime, in my kids' lifetime, I don't think ever that they're ever gonna dig themselves out of a hole. Like, is there any country that's debt free?
We were debt free before the NDP.
Really?
In Alberta.
Really?
Yeah.
From the Conservative Party being in power for so long?
Okay, hold up. Yeah. The reason why, because we were fucking extremely conservative about everything. We didn't have. We only built pipelines that were going to make us big money,
right?
And we didn't do anything else.
We were all about a check.
New.
We were all about a check.
Yeah, it's because
that's
nothing wrong with that. Sorry, I was nothing because Ralph Klein lined everything up perfectly. He was like perfect about everything.
The Ralph Bucks.
Yeah, the Ralph Bucks. Yeah, like that's fucking like
everybody got $3 bills, bro. I was like, I don't even remember how old we were, but we all got money too.
Yeah, we got $3.
My mom
remember? Do you remember the Alberta Centennial? Did you guys ever get those Alberta Centennial coins, like those gold Centennial coins at school?
No,
we got our, like, I'm pretty sure everybody. I don't know if everybody got one, but we got one at our school. We literally got this gold Alberta Centennial coin. I probably still have it, and I just remember. I think about that. I'm like, why the fuck were we giving out like gold coins to children? Like, who gives like? I don't care about that shit.
It was like real gold coins.
I'm pretty sure it was a solid gold coin.
That's pretty crazy.
But anyways, but yeah,
I'd be happy about that. I wouldn't be mad as a little kid. I'd be like, yo, this is lit.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is sick. But
Dylan had a cool coin collection on his wall when we would all go to his house back in the day.
Yeah.
But like, so with these gold coins,
are
they collector items? Like these gold coins nowadays, like, can you not get them? Or what? Dylan? No, not Dylan.
Oh, me?
Malcom. Sorry, Malcom. Those gold coins that they give you. Those
coins.
Those gold coins that they give you.
I think they only pressed a certain amount of them.
Really?
So I have one.
You have them? Like you don't know where they are?
I think I know where it is.
You don't need to search it up right now, but one day
find it.
Bring it up for next week.
I'll look for it while I'm here and I'll find it for you.
Bring it up for next week for sure. So next week, wait, what day is it going to be next week?
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day is going to be the 26th.
Oh, sorry, no. Next week,
so then
it's going to be Christmas. We have to do it on Saturday.
Yeah, we're going to do it on Saturday. So when do you guys want to get together then? If you're so adamant about getting gifts, I'm going to try to get you guys something.
I don't know.
Saturday, Boxing Day.
You want to get together? Yeah,
you want to do a live episode that day?
Why?
Huh? Like real IRL episode.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Why not?
What do you want for Christmas, bro?
Food sweater.
What? Oh, you asking me?
Yeah.
On air?
You never gave us any answer ever. So yeah, I'm asking you on air, giving you the hot seat, bro.
I don't know, dog. Let me just
What's that, bro? You can't try to give me a gift and not give me any fucking answer. I need to be able to fucking gauge it.
Just get me.
I had a list. Pull up the list.
I'm gonna pull up some names. I just want a book. Give me a book on architecture. Give me a book on some designs.
What is this?
I just want books. That's all I really want.
You don't want books. Don't lie to me. Both of y'all want books. Both of y'all want books. Really?
I want to get me a G-Shock watch too. Actually, don't lie to me.
I get you.
That's what I want.
And you told everybody to get you. You could have like 7 different G-Shocks at the end of this shit.
That's what I want.
I told everybody to get me socks too. So I think
you got socks. I got you.
It's the same kind of ploy, except mine aren't as baller.
Got you some socks. I got Dylan some nice things. What?
Don't tell me.
Dylan, did you get him a gift yet?
No, you didn't get me anything.
I really want to get you guys gifts.
He got me some nuts and bolts.
From inventory.
Stole them.
They weren't doing inventory this year. He just took them. He was like, fuck it, they ain't doing it this year.
Yeah.
Malcom needs these shits. Malcom need to mount some shit.
Yeah.
I need to find a webcam that can mount, because if I can mount that shit up to this little ledge here, then the Twitch streams are gonna be lit. Like double lit.
I feel like, I don't know if it was just my screen, but your like mom's little music video things were shifted over to the left a little bit.
That's because she kept moving the fucking she kept moving the camera. I'm not gonna lie. After a while. When was this? At the whole time?
I think at the end.
At the end is but that's when she came through and decided to fucking come and knock the cable over. And I'm like, I didn't do any of this while you were alive. I'm like trying to do. I'm like, I didn't.
Your mom's so funny. She like comes up to you. She's like, "This is my son."
Yo, my mom.
How's everybody doing? I think she's emceeing for you. I'm just like, what is like,
that happened in real life all the time.
I know
all the time. It's
mom's your sets. That's
100%. And then I don't know what to do. I can't get into my bag after that, bro. How are you supposed to turn up after that? Your mom is in your set, like,
this is my son.
Like, turn up. I love my mom. I love that she does that shit. It's funny as fuck to me, but at the same time,
it is fun. It's fun.
I'm just like, God damn it. I there's like a whole other pressure. She's out here. As soon as she gets on, I want to hear some 90s hip hop. I'm like, I didn't request anything.
I know she gave you the let. No, my favorite was you immediately played a song. She played like one song before, and I was like,
I know. And I'm like, did you play this? I look at it, she's like, no. And then I play it, and then she's like, oh yeah, I played it. I'm like, my mom is.
You don't understand. It was like
a few songs later, right? It was like 2 songs.
It was the song before, bro.
Oh my god.
It was immediate. Like I was like, I looked away, and then I looked, and I was like, "Is this not the same song that I just heard?"
Here's what I hate. I fucking hate that the most. That's why I stopped the song. I hate that so much. But
yeah, there was a lot of dead air in Jaylin's set.
There was
a lot of empty set.
Okay, I'm not even gonna explain myself. The only thing I'm gonna say is, fuck, man. Like, I just, I get so uncomfortable as soon as like I'm put on the spot, and my mom is like, "Oh, you want to play? You want to play?" And like I wasn't planning on playing at all. Like
no set ready,
like jumping, not even like no set ready, just not in the mindset. And then like jumping onto her computer is like foreign land. And today I walked past her. She's in her room and she's like in her office, and she's just like, she's like playing music and shit. I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I'm organizing my crates." I'm like, "Oh, good," because I had no idea where I was throughout your whole laptop. I was lost trying to find one fucking.
Did you just have the songs loose?
What?
Just like loose? Did she just have it like loose into the?
No,
the mix?
she has it, but like it's like hip hop, and then it's like old school, new old school, old. It's like there's but it's not like I'll click it and it's like old school, and it's just like Little John, and I'm like, what is? I'm like, you gotta organize this shit because this doesn't make no sense. I'm like, I'm in the wrong folders or some shit. I'm trying to find 90s hip hop. I got 2002 shit bumping right now. It was just, I was stressed. And then I tried to turn my fucking shit on.
She doesn't catalog it by year.
But here's the thing, like, I'm not mad because like you don't play on someone else's computer. Like, it's not how you play, you know? You play on your shit. So like my shit is fucked up. And Dylan can't. He can play on my shit because he has a fucking a crate that he made. But like, other than that, he doesn't know where anything is. And it's like when I jump on anybody else's computer, it's foreign land. Unless I.
Yeah, I feel like I know you. I feel like I kind of know what's in your crates. I'm not gonna lie.
You've listened to my live so much that you can kind of figure it out. But it's specific crates that I play on lives. You know what I mean?
But I've also been in your thing before too, right? Like I think I've been on it and like have looked through it and been like, okay, these are in here. These are kind of. But I don't think I think I would have to look through it a little bit.
You're supposed to learn from me, and you still haven't taken one session from me.
I know.
How do you feel? Yeah. You want to learn? like I could take
my. Yeah, I do. I have to schedule all my things out because I want to learn a lot of things, but I have to.
I know. I'm the same way.
I'm very sporadic, so I have to
now.
Find things out.
It's fucking ridiculous. Right now, I'm editing my video. I have to edit a video for this. Like my aunt has like a really popular like soul page and conscious like divinity and all that kind of shit and like astrological. Like she's very like soul conscious, and it's like she's got like 11,000 followers on Instagram. It's
my god!
So like she's got this big page, and then she like sent me this fucking link yesterday because we were doing the Twitch. She's like, after she sent me this page with like 935,000 followers. And she's like, this is the page that wants to promote you and your mom. And I'm like, okay.
How?
They reached out to her because she tweets about or posts about our shit that we do. And so I got to make a video about me and my mom. So that's something that I'm going to do this week. I'm editing my music video. I have to edit like a little like documentary style kind of like cinematic video for my mom that we're shooting. And then like I have to edit that before like January, like the second week of January, like, and then I have like a slew of fucking music that I still haven't finished to edit, mix, master, record, a whole bunch of shit. So I'm just fucking like drowning right now. Like I sat in my room and I was looking at the ceiling and I was like, fuck, what do I even start on? Like, what do I do?
Yeah, my brain's also like, yeah, it's the holidays. You can just relax.
That's also what my brain is saying. It's like, don't worry about it till next year. You know what I mean? Because like my music is set up for a whole month, like January set. Like I don't have to worry. I have music for the whole year. I don't have to rush on music or anything like that. Like it's just the video has to be out by Christmas around that time, like Boxing Day that time. My mom shit has to be done by January, and that's really I think what I have to focus on. That's why I tried to crack out that little portion of the music video right now. So I'm not much for that, but look out for that. Yeah, no. Trust me.
That's there though, but that's it. Maybe when I'm back at Sarah's place, I'll come to your place on like a day.
I was gonna try to get you to come on that day. I forgot to even ask you, but like, I was standing there like, what the fuck do I wear? And I'm like, this is why I should have fucking brought Malcom. But yeah, we'll try to shoot. Even if we don't shoot some, we'll try to make some cover art or something for February. Figure some shit out.
I know. I'm gonna be I would be working way too much, so it's fine. I got a whole bunch of shit on the plate. Think about too much shit every day. Yeah, this is the worst. It's like you sit down and then you think of better ideas. That's what happens to me. Every time if I sit down and I actually have time, and just like don't think. And then like every day, new ideas.
Well, that's why I'm glad that I'm able to like sit with all these songs for so long. Like I have fucking time to sit with this shit now. Where it's like, oh, I'm listening to it. And it's like, okay, yeah, this song definitely needs ad libs. Or okay, yeah, no, I need to remaster this. Or I need to re-record this whole thing and add this and do this and change this, add a little this, and like I can figure it out. And it's just all about time. Having that time before release. Like niggas out here be fucking like. They'd be
releasing songs.
No, they'd be making the song and then releasing it next week. They'd be making the song and then releasing it like within 2 weeks or like. And I used to do that shit all the time. And like, that's not
because you just want to get music out.
Oh, and yes, that's the way to do it.
Get music out.
But if you don't have anything else, like for me, it's like yes, in the beginning, do that for sure. But there's a certain point where you got to just start stockpiling. Like. I don't know. For me, like it's either have the stockpile ready and then come out like Dylan's gonna do. He's gonna blow up and fucking have like billions of songs.
Yeah, Dylan, I'm looking at that list on the wall.
Yeah, bro.
No new check marks on that one.
Show him that list, bro. Show him that list, bro. Show him what's good about that, bro. That list is so long. There's like 40 songs on the fucking to-do list to record.
Yeah, you're gonna have to mix, and you have to mix all that.
And I mix everything. I have no problem mixing them. I enjoy mixing shit, and Dylan's easy to mix. To be honest with you. And like, honestly, I'm not going to lie. I'll say it right here because anybody watching the podcast is a real one and I really trust them and whatever. It doesn't take me long.
Mostly my followers.
It doesn't take me long to mix and master a song. You know what I'm saying? It takes me maybe like 20 minutes, an hour in the range, depending on how much work I do on it and how much detail they want on it. It's just depending on that. Like Kari songs, like his shit, how many people fucking retweeted that shit or reposted that shit? Too many. It took me like 20 minutes to master that song. I didn't do anything to that song. There's nothing to that song. You know what I'm saying? And like, and when I listen to it, it's like, it's okay. But like when I listen to what I would do now, like that song is not up to par. You know what I mean? And even like my mom was trying to play Wait on the fucking stream last night. I was like, nah, this is not it. Like I don't know. I'm always out here like I'm hating on my shit at all times.
At all times. Yeah, I'm surprised you played that song. I was like, all right.
My mom likes
that. Her favorite? Is that her favorite song?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think my mom has listened to my whole tape.
Yeah, I don't think she listened to it. She probably
I think
two songs in. She's like, "This is my favorite one."
She watched the music video that I made, and she was like, "This is cool.
This is the song."
She was part of shooting that, so you know. She thought that was cool. But I don't know. I can't wait to drop all this new music on niggas. It's gonna be crazy. Especially if they're paying attention. If they ain't paying attention, it doesn't matter. But if they paying attention, then they about to wake the fuck up.
Are you jumping 4? Or are you gonna do the? Are you gonna do the combo? You're jumping 5. Are you joining the?
Oh, do you want me to do that? No, I'm not gonna do the combo because it's too late.
It's too late. We could do it next year, maybe.
Huh?
We can plan it for next year, maybe.
Next year? No. What? Next year the combo?
Yeah. Next January.
Next January?
Yeah.
After
year,
this January?
Yes. Plan it in advance. Yeah, with we can do the 2 songs plus the video. Do a whole thing as like the first week of
year for 2022.
Yeah.
Or 2021.
2022, nigga.
What song?
I don't know. You'll make new songs by then.
I'll have like a billion songs by then.
Yeah, we'll choose 2 good songs that we feel together.
Okay,
we'll the thing. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know.
Okay,
it's too late to do that one, but that's a good idea. We could do that.
Yeah, no, happy. It's always I got to do the Happy New Year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can release something on SoundCloud real quick, but like, it's just like for me right now, I should have done that before. I should have if I could have. I just had to remaster and resubmit the first song, so it's just like. There's a time period you have to meet, and it's already telling me some bullshit. So I was like, fuck it. And I thought about that. I thought about that though a lot. After you said that, I thought about that a lot. And I'm like, maybe I should do that because that kind of sets an aggressive Huh? What?
This is that sets the tone for it.
Yeah, it sets a good tone. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I can hold that and kind of just drop that and make it like a really dope video and make it like a big release. You know what I'm saying? So we shot that whole video, the whole next video that I'm about to show everybody on iPhone.
We need a videographer. Who shoots videos?
These niggas cost too much, bro. That's why I'm trying to do this shit myself. To be honest with you, I'll do this shit all myself. I'll eventually buy all the equipment. I have 2 DSLRs. So I have 2 DSLRs and 2 iPhones, counting Dylan's.
I'm gonna find a nigga that shoot video. He ain't
find someone low key. These niggas be trying to charge me $2,000.
I'm gonna find a nigga who got nothing to do with his life, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, man, for sure. Can you believe that? Just a video. But I believe it. I know I will.
$2,000. That's why 2
I charge
racks. That's why
videographer niggas can like charge you that, and that's how they make a living. That's why it's just freelance.
That's what I'm
saying. Because niggas be like, oh well, I need a video. Okay, sure, fine. 2 bills. 2 Gs. That's
2 Gs, bro. 2 Gs, not 2 bills. 2 Gs.
Oh, sorry, 2 Gs.
$2,000, bro. $2,000. Racks on racks. I respect it, but like, and I'm gonna do it. That's why I want to do it myself. So like, if I can learn it and get to the point where it's like I can charge niggas at least $1,500. We good. And then that way I can I can unlimited do mine. I can do Dylan's. I could do releases for you. Once you get your shit popping, your fucking, you want some nice t-shirt photos and nice videography of you and your fashion lines, bro. I'll charge you only like $100.
Yeah, I'll only charge you. Oh, whoa.
50 charge I'll charge you $20.
Charge me $0.00 to check the card.
Okay, no. I'll just charge. All you gotta do is make sure. I have Popeye's chicken sandwich.
That's fine. I'll give you the collection too. That was.
And
I thought that was
and the collection too.
That's the trade-off.
That's all. I thought that was a given. I didn't think we'd have to talk about that.
Yeah, I thought that was. Yeah, that's what I thought that was the given.
It's a given. The collection is a given. The Popeye's chicken sandwich was deliberated.
Delivered.
Are there any topics in the world that we got to talk about that's been going on? Anything crazy? Oh, Malcolm.
Yeah.
We're gonna get superpowers.
What do you mean?
December 21st, bro. Black people are gonna get superpowers, bro. Twitter said it.
What? What?
You don't know? You didn't hear about this?
You think it's just said that? Hold on.
This is the truth.
Right.
You don't believe?
I believe it.
I gotta pee so bad. Why do I always have to pee? Does anybody else have to pee, or is it just me that has the weakest bladder? All right, we're gonna come back to these black people being superheroes. All right, we back.
It's fucking hilarious.
So yeah.
Hold on. Let me download this photo real quick. I'm gonna be right back here. Hold up. This is fucking hilarious, bro. I need this shit, bro.
So December 25th, apparently, or 21st, apparently, we're gonna all have black people are gonna have some fucking superpowers. I don't know how. Something to do with vaccines, but we're not gonna have the vaccine put in us by the 21st, unless you're a healthcare worker or very high risk. So
sucks to suck.
Yeah.
Well, at the same time, I just don't see it. Yeah, we won't see it till probably this time next year. It was funny as fuck. I don't know if it was Tech News Day or Weekly Weird News or whatever the fuck it was, but they Elliot showed like his place in where he would be in the coronavirus vaccine thing, and it's like third from last after like millions and millions of people. It's fucking hilarious. That's where we're all at.
I'm essential.
Oh, man, you ain't that essential.
I'm last tier essential.
You higher than me. You a couple million up from me for sure.
I don't know. I asked Todd about it, and I was like, "Does that mean I'm gonna get it?" He's like, "I don't think so."
No,
they go more off at age.
Right.
So if you're young, they don't care about you.
Apparently, a 20-year-old died today.
Yeah, 20-year-old dies every day
from corona.
Yeah.
Yep.
From corona, they die every day. I didn't know this. Are you joking? Oh my god!
Yeah, that's just fucking perfect.
Yo, send that to me. That needs to be my wallpaper background. That is hilarious. Wow.
So fucking funny, bro.
That needs to be my fucking desktop background for sure. It needs to be added to the collection. I don't know if anybody else does this, if they own a PC or not, but like owning a PC, I just always want to fucking have like a whole bunch of awesome desktop backgrounds. Right now it's the Kool-Aid guy, but he's like a big coffee jug instead, and he's holding coffee and there's a bunch of coffee beans around him and he's like, oh yeah, but it's super like he's fucking cracked out on coffee. So like I like shit like that. I like fucking funny wallpapers, bro. I think they're cool. Does anybody else do that? Is that just me? Dylan Fisher.
That's just you, dog.
No. Dylan Fisher did it.
Yeah.
Did you do it? Confirm this.
Confirmed.
Yeah, I have a cool one.
He has cool ones.
I'm
He has it on
joking.
his MacBook.
That sounded pretty cool. I can't even lie. I'm a caffeine addict.
Oh, you know what else is happening?
Me too.
For 21st of December, for the first time in like 1,000 years or some shit like that, Saturn and Jupiter are gonna align.
Oh, I think that's
create
why.
a bigger star too. So it's those two things. So they're like on December 20th. So this one dude's like, "This is how I'm gonna step out once I get my nigga abilities." December.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
Yeah, like shit like that.
It's perfect. Hey, we gonna check in December 25th or 26th, and we're gonna see how we feel. We feel any different? We got any super strength, X-ray vision? We fly in any kind of shit like that? I'll be checking in on you, Malcolm. You 100%. I might have half shit. You know what I'm saying?
You might even see me, bro. I'm be like, oh, I'm in Paris right now, bro. I got speed right now. nigga.
You are fast. That would be a good superpower for you, bro. You'd be like the Flash out here. Fucking Usain Bolt is already fucking black, so I guess you would be the black Hussein.
Hold on, I got another one here. I got some more here.
This is why people don't watch the podcast.
Why?
Because we don't do shit.
Watch it. How many people watched the last time? I didn't
16. Lowest
16.
Lowest count we've gotten so far.
I think it's because we're not together in person.
I think so too.
I think that's why. I think it's not nearly as good.
I'm
just out here.
I think it is as good. Honestly, I think it's as good. I just don't think people give it a shot.
I don't know.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sarah was telling me that she likes it more when we're just like talking.
Well, talking what?
When we're just like talking about like just like random shit as opposed to having topics.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like it.
I like that shit too. I like it more where it's just we're hanging out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As opposed to like where it's structured and like we can talk about topics and like things can like intertwine, but it's like that's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's exactly how it's gonna be, bro. Let December 21st roll around. This isn't 2012, bro. This is about to be some next shit, bro.
This is about to be.
Why is it December 21st though? Only because of that Saturn shit?
Yeah, it's like the first time that's happened in like, I think like 1,000 years or something like that. Or it happens like once every 3 million years or some shit like that.
Will end.
What? The world will end?
Yeah.
Because black people are the most powerful, right? That's why you think
okay,
that.
Here. It's a Christmas star that is visible for the first time in 800 years.
A Christmas star.
Bro. That's what they went to go find Jesus. That's what they went to go find Jesus. Right. Bro. And that's why it took them fucking 4
Oh, yeah, days. It is. The Star of Bethlehem, yeah.
That's right, nigga. Hey.
God damn it, Alexa. I ordered baby cheeses.
Cheez-Its. God damn it, Dylan. What the fuck kind of cheesy shit was that, bro? Dylan Fisher, bro. Dylan Fisher, everybody. Showed
so you can
swords last episode. So it was nice.
They say experts say you can see the Christmas star can be seen by unaided eye just after sunset on December.
A native eye. This is
unaided eye. You need to get out these native people, bro. You're white, bro.
You're racist. Dylan is the racist one, if we can't all tell.
I'm not.
This, bro. I'm pulling up. This is how me.
Brown people around Jaylin.
This is what's gonna be. This is me and my family gonna pull up like this, bro. I don't even know what. What movie was this? I can't even remember now. What movie was this?
I have never seen that.
That's hilarious. I don't remember.
Who that? Fuck. Now I gotta look that shit up now. But anyways, yeah, it's like the first time in.
First time in like 800 years.
Yeah, 800 years. That's crazy.
Do you guys think pulling out works?
Pulling out what? Like pull out game?
Yeah. Do you think it works?
I can confidently tell you scientifically no, but I don't know.
You're saying it does.
I don't know. I still don't have a child, so so can't go wrong with those facts.
I agree with you. I'm just sorry. It was a question.
Why did that come? What? You thinking about it? You're like, did I pull out last
No. I haven't seen anybody in a long time. It's restriction. It's COVID restriction, you know. I was wondering how you felt. How do you feel, Dylan?
Up in a way. That's what that shit's called. I don't know. I feel like you just gotta do it. I don't know. I feel like if you fucking and you feel like you're gonna bust, I pull out. I just always pull out. Bitches be telling you to come inside them. I pull out. I don't.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Nope.
Isn't that crazy? No. Isn't that crazy? I find that crazy. Am I the only one that finds that insane?
No, I think that's fucking crazy. I look at them. I'm like,
come inside. What?
Mother Nature.
No.
That's what you're saying. You ride like that, Dylan. You ride.
No.
You ride like
Dylan.
that. Wow.
No.
Okay. No. We know how you ride.
Dylan
You don't have to lie.
Dylan leaves.
Oh
no.
I learned about something crazy today. Crazy. Okay, and I think this is why I brought it up. This is a great segue. Have you ever heard of soaking?
Soaking.
Either of you?
I don't know if I want to.
Like in the tub?
No.
Oh, God, no.
Like Epsom salt soak. No. Mormon people, right? This is like something apparently that they do to not fuck. They go in, but they don't move, and they call it soaking.
Oh yes, I've heard of this. I have heard of this. Yeah,
you heard of this?
Yeah.
You heard of this? Okay, so what can you say about this? Can you bring something into this? Because
I can't.
It is some crazy shit.
I can't really bring more light into it other than that. Like it's like very common amongst Mormon.
Right.
Like they do it. They put it in and just like so.
So like you put it in. You put it in and you just stay there. And you don't move because you're not allowed to have sex. But that's penetration, no?
That's penetration.
That's penetration, right?
Oh, you guys gotta leave
penetration
them.
already. You're going.
No, Christian kids.
That's the gray area where if you meet God, you can make a case for yourself.
Penetrated. Okay, so how about this? The girls that love to soak. Okay, are they sluts? Let's say like a whole week goes by. This bitch fucks like a new guy like 5 days in the week. Is this bitch a soaking slut? Is this because she's no longer a virgin, right? She's been penetrated by like how many different dudes?
I guess.
Even if
that's true. She's not a virgin.
Even if they didn't fuck,
she's not a virgin.
Hymen destroyed. Okay, but
literally,
Huh?
Nothing.
I mean, literally has been penetrated by every dude in her Catholic or Mormon class, whatever it is, but still classifies herself as a virgin.
Yeah, so that's a moral gray area.
Is it not? Soaking
is
like
it's humanly it's a moral gray area. But if they're going to heaven, like I think in the Bible it specifically says penetration multiple times.
That's so then they're
breaking. Because when it talks about
so Dylan, okay, wait.
Because when it talks about sex, like as far as I can remember, like it's very specific. Like when it talks about like gay, like if two men have in bed together,
penetration. It says penetration.
Yeah,
right?
penetration is very like it's specifically
underlined.
Yeah, it's specifically penetration.
But then what I
off translation.
But the Mormon Bible is different. The Mormon Bible is not written like a Christian Bible. It's written completely different. So there's different rules. So
who's it written by?
Hold on. It's by a guy. It's by a guy named Joseph or some shit.
So if he just says sex, you could get it. That's a moral gray area. So you hold on.
Dylan. So then that leaves me to this question. Your best friend was dating a Mormon, okay?
Did he soak?
Hi. Do you think he soaked?
Call her right now and ask her. I don't give a fuck, bro. Call.
That's Ryan Moses.
I should be calling Talia right now, asking her about that.
Is
bro.
she Mormon? Call her right now.
I don't think so.
Mormon? Phone number?
Is she a Mormon?
She was in the Mormon church for a long time. Actually, I bet you she'll answer too.
See, the crazy.
That's the crazy thing. She'll probably answer. That's the fucking.
No, the crazy thing is she'll probably know what we're talking about.
Yes, you will.
See, I just learned about this today, and I am just like, I've been so dumbfounded.
I can't even remember the last time I'm calling. I can't remember the last time I heard that though. I heard it though for sure.
Right. Let's see what happens. She
She
totally pressed decline. You said
I know
she pressed the decline.
Okay.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Listen. Okay. She's probably busy.
I don't even know. What? Okay. No. What if a girl hits you and is like, come in, like, oh, like, but you can't fuck. You can soak in me.
But that's the thing. It's like, do you pre-plan? Are you pre-planning this? Are you pre-planning a soak sesh?
Do you take that?
Are you pre-planning a soak sesh, or are you falling into a soak sesh? Is this an unwanted, an unwarranted, and uninvited?
That's like going to wing night and just licking the bones. That's all you get. You get nothing else.
You just got sauce all night, bro.
You just got sauce and bone, bro. That's all you taste.
But here's the thing: it's like for Mormons, you can't even masturbate. So like you pull out, you can't even you can't do nothing.
You can't do nothing.
So if you
I wouldn't be surprised if guys nutted. They put it in
because they're so excited.
That's what makes me like if you just like in that space, like I don't know, like maybe.
Well, here's the thing, like it depends on. For me, there's women that if I'm really attracted to them, doesn't matter. I'm a quick nut man. I'm not afraid to admit it. If you are like a 10-10 and like you are super attracted to me, it's over. But if you like, I guess not regular, but like if you're not like linked to my soul, you know what I'm saying? We can go all night, and it's just like, so it's just like that. I guess has a big role to play with the soaking as well, because like you can be like, for me, I feel like if we were soaking,
but
you can imagine you get limp in the soak, and then you're done, and that's it, and like
you could go limp in the soak,
and that's what I'm saying. But that's
what I think.
That's what's gonna end you. That's what's gonna end you is the limp soak, and then you're gonna be known as the limp soaker. And that's it for if you don't move town or whatever, get out of that friend group or whatever.
It comes down to the girl. She's a slut.
How big is that hole? Right?
This thing.
How big is that
hole?
Hold up. It's all about how big that hole is.
Hold up. But like, can you next time you link, can you offer that to a girl? Can like if a girl comes over, be like, nah,
can I soak in you?
Can I soak though?
Can we just soak?
Or don't even tell her. Just like go in.
Just go in and don't move and just look at her in her eyes and just be like, she's like, what are you doing?
Deep look at her eyes.
Just soaking.
This is so fucking hot.
The next level for dry humping.
Yeah, bro. That's it. That's
right up there with dry humping.
That's like right when you're there, but you're not there yet. You know what I'm saying? That seems like
it's like you're both wearing your underwear and you pressed up.
That seems like some 16-year-old shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're 32 years old soaking, like what?
You're 30. I don't think they're 30, but I think they're like
20. Even if you're 20,
25 plus.
Oh no! Even if you're 25, 26, and you're soaking, what are you doing? 22?
You're confused.
That's wrong.
You're confused. I think you're confused. Also, I think
you got it fucked up.
Me?
No, I'm them. If you got it fucked up because if you in there, how many if you soak more than 10 times and you still okay with just soaking, there's something wrong up here. You got it fucked up. Because you need to fix this, bro.
Yeah, no,
because there's no way I'm going in and just soaking.
You're like trying to be the Pope or something.
Yeah, who are you trying to? I'm not impressed.
Nobody's impressed. It's like Jonah was going celibate. It's like nobody's impressed that you're documenting your celibacy, bro. Like nobody's impressed.
Wait, what?
You don't remember this? You put it all on YouTube, bro.
I heard this.
OG Jonah?
Yeah, he was like having like some like celibacy shit where he wasn't having sex or wasn't masturbating or anything like that, and he was like talking about it all the time, like about everything like so openly on his like either his YouTube or his Instagram or something like that. And it was just so uncomfortable. I had to unfollow.
I think I followed him at that point. I think I saw like
I unfollowed him at that point.
This shit,
I unfollowed him at that point, and I was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. I don't need to know about this. That's how I knew he broke up with his girlfriend. His girlfriend was a smoke show, bro. Ooh, bro, let me tell you. But anyway, yeah, that shit is just like it was funny as fuck to me. I don't know why I even
heard this joke this one time where this monk is like hand copying all these, I forget what you call it, but the things in the
scriptures,
Bible.
Bro.
Scriptures. Thank you. Hand copying the scriptures, and he hires a new helper to come. Right. And he goes up to the Pope and he's like, "Sir, I noticed that we're making these copies from copies. Shouldn't we double check to make sure that it matches up to the original, just to make sure before we distribute it that there's not a big mistake?"
Right.
And so the Pope says, "Yes, that's a good idea." So he goes down into the tombs and goes,
"No shit."
Looks through scriptures and looks through the original ones passed down. And then like a day later, he doesn't return. So the new assistant goes down into the tombs and finds the Pope weeping on the ground. And he's like, "Why? What's wrong? What's wrong?" And he's like, "The word was celebrate."
Hilarious. Hilarious. And it's already been printed at that point. So
it's been copied upon copied upon copied. Y'all niggas fucked up, bro.
When they first started doing that shit, I remember learning about when they first started the printing press and all that shit. That revolutionized everything. Once niggas was able to read, what are you doing, bro?
I'm getting my superpowers, nigga. Disappear.
Pass them over here, bro. I'm trying to get some superpowers. But like from the printing press being invented to like after that and going into everything else multimedia wise, it's just
when was a printing press invented?
I can look it up for you and tell you exact date.
1820.
Hey Google,
earlier.
When was the printing press invented?
Here we go.
Here's what I understood from the website history.com. Johannes Gutenberg invented the Gutenberg press in 1440.
1440.
That's the guy. 1440.
No, I'm good.
Johannesburg Gutenberg.
Like that's a
pretty Johannesburg. I could see. I visualized the old school photo of like the dude with like the big ass press. In school.
I remember learning about that in school.
Yeah.
No. What would you say?
Yeah, no, I was thinking about that too.
Like, that's a relatively simple invention to make. So around the 1400s.
How though? How is that simple to cop? Like in all honesty.
And they just made the blocks, right? And so they would slide in the blocks, in and make the sentence, and make it up, and then.
But that would take so long, especially back then, doing books.
But it was better than hand copying each one.
Yeah, no, that's true, 100%.
Because it was mostly because you could limit. You had a limited amount. So the printing press was like you could print 100 of that same page over and over and over and over and over again, and then make another page and then over and over, right? As opposed to somebody hand copying one book and it's taking them 6 months, and then you can make 600 books in a month or whatever, or 2-3 months, right? There was a lot of errors. That was the thing. There's a lot of errors because they had to. I think everything was like in Latin still, or like it was weird. Yeah. So they had to make. They had like a whole mixture of weird. Yeah, so and a lot of like characters are like weird in there. Like that's why like there's like that AE in some of them. English. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but like it saves you like a lot of time, right? And that's like what allowed people to be like literate.
Yeah, no, that's literally what allowed like the serfs and shit to read, right?
Yeah, to actually be literate because now they can read the Bible and actually not have to go to church and just listen to the priest.
Well, they could read along with the
because actually, remember, like it was only the Bible was the first thing that was ever pressed on that print.
Yeah, that was like that's why the printing press was made, is to press
it was
print the Bible.
And so because it used to be you go to church and you just listen to the guy tell you what's in the Bible.
Hold on,
right?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut it off, but like, what else has been made specifically off of a religion? I think that's one of the only things that's
biggest landowning company in the world is the Catholic Church.
Oh, what? I didn't know where you were gonna go with that. Yeah.
Who?
The Catholic Church. They own the most land in the world.
But
Okay.
just the Catholic Church in general, like the Catholic Church religion, they own the most land in the world.
Mm-hmm. Like how the ones that own the Vatican and stuff like that.
Right, like the Pope.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. But like, other than owning land is something because you have to build your churches on land and all that shit. But like, I'm talking about like an invention that was made off of religion. Like, how many inventions were made off of religion? A lot of inventions were made specifically off of scientific invention or discovery. You know what I'm saying? Like after we started to understand how math worked and science worked and all these things work, we started making a lot more inventions. And then in current day, it goes off like any new thing is made off of math, science, and a mix of a whole bunch of shit, right? It's not necessarily religion, but that's something that was made because of religion, because we want to spread the word of the Bible. We want to, you know what I'm saying? We want to.
Yeah. I don't think anything else. I think everything in
interesting.
the Bible though is like there were still scientists and stuff in the Bible, and they were just biblical scientists.
Right, but that it's a different type of science. Like if you ever watch like on Bill Nye versus this guy, I think it's Ken something or whatever, but like he goes into this museum of like specifically like off of the Bible, and it's like a whole ark that was built by this dude, and it's like a museum inside, and they like Bill Nye is going through and just asking him all these questions. It's a beautiful video. I love it because he just comes at religion in just like a scientific way of just like, but this doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's just a way to like
Noah's Ark was technically built because of only religion. They built a giant boat,
but we don't know if it was real. It's a story. You know what I'm
saying?
My thing,
yeah. But
so like, hold on. You both grew up with this religion shit, right? You both went to church.
Yes.
I went to church too. I went to a different kind of church though. But so like, how much now does religion play a role in your life?
Not as much. Not in like, you know,
same way, Dylan. Same way,
or like 2%.
2%.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really. Yeah, not as much. But religion was like a big part of my life because I used to go to church and I did everything right. I used to do a lot of stuff at church, so it was like that was it. The only difference now is like I don't meet or see as much people weekly.
Right.
I used to see at least like 50
you were
people.
social as fuck, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You were doing what? Music.
I did. Oh well, no. The thing is, at church you talk to everybody. Plus, there's new people.
No,
right?
but you were also like you were doing music and shit with the church, right?
I was in the band. I did like some of the media later, and like we used to do. We used to go on White Ave and like hand out hot chocolate or whatever.
You used to be the niggas on the corner.
No,
preaching.
Absolutely not those niggas. I don't even like those niggas. Weird ass niggas. There's a Muslim and then there's a Muslim boy band sometimes on the weekends. I get the chance to see. Did I tell you this?
What?
I'm
sorry. What?
These four niggas always dressed in all white. I thought they were in sync. I thought they were singing and some shit. So like, but there's some Muslim group just like preaching
on the street.
When I look over. Yeah, on the street,
on White Ave.
They in the corner. They're in front of the jewel store, and they're fucking.
Oh no!
This is four niggas standing there. They got the little
fedoras
kufi,
or what?
The kufi on.
Kufi.
Yeah. That's what they is. That's what they're called.
I know exactly what they're called, bro. That's why I'm laughing.
Standing there, and then their heads are down. I was like, oh shit, this is a fucking NSYNC Backstreet Boys remake. Okay, I was like, these niggas really going in
on right here. B2K.
Yeah, and I was like,
112.
I was like, shit.
Baby, turn around. Like serious.
I thought it was serious, but no, they had a table. I thought it was either Magic Trick or they were doing a.
You should have went out there and been like, "Oh man, you guys are fucking sick. I love your new single."
Yeah, they would have fucking been like,
they're
like, brother. Just hit me with some bullshit. I would have been like, all right, I don't talk to religious
people. Those black Israelites or whatever. Kind of like that or what? Oh, they're like brown Muslim. Like Muslim. Like there are black Muslims, They're like.
I know they're black Muslims. There's black people.
Yeah, there's
a lot of Muslims are from.
Muslims
are from Africa.
Africa or where is it? Sudan.
Where else?
Somalia. Right. So I'm just saying, you never know. I was just thinking they were black because I don't know. More related to you, more relation.
Yeah, Dylan, that's what they want.
I gotta look at Dylan right now. How are you feeling right? I haven't heard you at all this podcast. Where you been, bro?
I'm doing good.
What does that mean, though? You've been good. You've been chilling. You just enjoying the converse.
Yeah.
Conversation.
What were you even talking about?
I don't remember. Black people.
Oh, we were talking about
boy band.
Specifically for Resident. You were talking about Noah's Ark. I was telling you that Noah's Ark technically was a thing.
Right, but I don't think it was real. Like we don't know. Like we know that. Okay, here's the thing.
Apparently, it was found on the top of a mountain.
Oh, really? Okay, then I take it all back. But here's the thing.
I heard that too. I heard that when I was a kid too. But that's a question.
It's funny.
On the top of a mountain.
You heard that as a kid? This is a church lie. Okay, so they're lying in the church.
No, there was a. It was publicized in a. It was a Christian. It was a Christian magazine. But it was publicized.
Okay, I see.
It was a real thing.
I have a question for you. What was church like for you guys as a kid? Because I'm a brown kid.
The National Geographic.
Okay, hold on. Before you go into that. Okay, actually get into that. Just so
get into that before and then we'll talk about that. We can finish
this whole thing, yeah.
Apparently it's on the top of a mountain.
And it's there still?
With the outline.
They didn't take it into a museum by now?
No, because
they just need 4 helicopters at once.
How do you fossilize it? It's a boat.
No, it's been there for millions or thousands. No, wait. The Bible says we've only been here for what, 6,000 years or 4,000 years or some stupid shit like that.
Don't matter. It's wood.
No.
It's gonna rot away anyways
and decompose.
And if it's on top of a mountain, will the moisture level stuff is crazy.
It's like the fucking pillar or whatever. It's just like some artist like sketched in like
the fucking monoliths.
Yes, scarred in a fucking a Noah's Ark kind of looking thing into rock to make it look like a fossil, and niggas are like, oh.
That's the type of shit I would do for them.
That should be fucking hilarious. I would love, like, there's part of me that wants to just say like, and I don't understand why more people don't do this. Maybe there are a lot of people that do this, and I'm just fucking unaware. But just to like, there's a certain point I want to get to, either where I'm rich enough or where it's just like, I don't give a fuck at this point. I'm just going to sell off all my shit. And I just want to explore the fucking world. Like the Amazon, like all these places that are kind of like dangerous and kind of like unknown. But like, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like, fuck it, climb a mountain, explore the rainforest, like go through the desert. Like, I'm sorry, what?
You might get kidnapped in the Amazon rainforest.
I might, like, I don't, but at a certain point, there's like a part of me that's like, fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be able to do all that kind of shit, it's like, I don't know if you guys know who David Cho is. And if you don't, it's totally fine. But he's been on Joe Rogan, and I highly suggest checking out like their podcast episodes, because he's just like a really interesting person. And like, it's people like him that have gone and just done like certain things where it's like you go and you live in the Amazon with like this tribe that has no contact with like civilization and like what real.
Yeah. Why don't you just go get an anthropology degree and do that too?
But like, I don't give a fuck about school. I don't care about school. Like, I don't care about getting paid for it either. I care about like experiencing a lot of shit. And like, that's the main reason I want to have money, is so that I can take my family to like, you know, Egypt and Africa and Fiji, and like India,
to the middle of the Amazon jungle to get kidnapped.
No, none of that shit. I want to take them to see the world. But for myself, I think that at a certain point, especially like before I hit like 30, like I definitely want to, like, if I have the money, like, just, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like experience, like, even if I don't come back, bro, I'm one of those niggas that never really like thought I was going to live for a long time. So even if I don't come back, it's all good with me.
Nah, nigga.
I got enough music to release for years.
Listen, I took an anthro class, and like, it seems like fun.
But you don't understand. Have you never played like Uncharted? Have you never?
But those
have you never seen
people? It's not.
No.
It's not what you think it is.
No, have you never? But I'm not talking. I'm talking about just being able to explore ruins, being able to see like crazy waterfalls and crazy ass beautiful like rainforests and just like crazy pyramids and places in Africa and places in Australia and New Zealand and feet like all over the world. I just want to kind of like just explore the world and explore different cultures. I think that shit is crazy. You know,
I say that's wrong. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just thinking like I'm just talking about the most dangerous shit. I'm just like, don't cook that up.
I
don't
mean that
that's what
shouldn't
it is.
happen. I would much rather go on tour and get paid to do all this shit and see it all that way. But like, if it takes me having to like sell all my shit at like the age of like 28 and like, you know, get on a plane and do it, I might do it. You never know. I'm crazy.
Yeah, just get one of those nomad jobs. You fly around the world, do your job anywhere.
I would love to be a fucking vagabond.
Anyways. No, I know what you're saying. Yeah, it'd be cool to like travel the world and do shit like that.
Just do stupid shit. I don't know. I'm dumb. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. How you feeling? You tired of it?
How you feel about that, Dylan?
Yeah, I would love to travel the world.
Like that though, like dangerously?
Actually, no.
Like Amazing Race style or no?
No, I'd like to go on a guided tour with some big
Sherpa?
Australian guy who sounds like he knows what he's doing and can get me out of trouble.
See, like I would be like, let's go to a place that I've never been to, and then like let me bring all my friends with me, and then let's go get fucking lit. Let's go have a good time. Like I'd be like, if it was like me, you, Dylan, Jeremy, maybe a few other people, we go to fucking Iceland, drinks. Have you ever been to Iceland?
Yeah. No.
Have you? No, you haven't. Exactly.
I wish. You see, you would believe me if I said yes, though.
I was gonna be asking. I was like, what was it like? He was like,
fucking hot.
Warm. Hot, nigga, shut up. That's what I remember. Like, yo, let's go. We hit the hot springs. We got a nice fucking presidential suite. We all got, it'll be a fucking nice joint, right? Or we all go to fucking, I don't know.
It's different. It's
Brazil. We hit a Brazil, go during Carnival. We go to a Carnival tour.
No, but
everywhere island. Ooh.
But you're talking about vacation. Like I'm not talking about vacation.
Yeah, you want to travel. You want to
talking about traveling for experiences.
You're
talking about like
Irwin. You want to be Steve Irwin.
No, I don't want to deal with too many animals. Like I want to chop heads off snakes and get them the fuck out of my zone. I don't want to deal with spiders, but I'll encounter them. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to experience some shit. I feel like the life that we live is just so monotonous and or so like kind of controlled in like not even in a way that's like, oh, the government's controlling us or whatever way, but like we're just programmed, you know, you're on your smartphone, you're at home, you're stuck, like you're doing certain things, you have to work all the time, you communicate with your community and that's it. Like the people that go out and like I'm fortunate enough to have gone to enough countries throughout my life. Like I'm very fucking lucky. I don't know how I have, but I've been able to go to places that aren't here. And it's just like, I've learned so much just from that alone that it's like, I can't wait to actually be able to either, if it is on tour, if it is whatever I have to pay out of my own pocket, I just can't wait to go and experience like real fucking life, bro. Cause this shit ain't real life. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it's a simulation, bro.
Oh fuck. I'm out here. Can you see me? I'm like stuttering.
Yeah, we can see you. No, I know what you're saying. Like, yeah, it's good to get out, but you know, I also like to vacation. So I don't know about y'all niggas. I'm trying to relax. I just like to work, and then when I'm not at work, I want to vacation.
Mm-hmm.
You'll experience these things as you're there. I mean, it's not like I'm not gonna learn something. I'm not just being like, oh, you know, we're just gonna go there.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, of course. But I'm talking about doing some like stupid. But I do also want to do that as well.
You know, I would like for me, like it'd be like I'd be gone for like I take a whole year off. You know,
yeah, no, for sure.
I had like, all three of my shit going off. I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna take the whole year off. You guys can run it for a year, and I'll be back, and just be like, go places.
Well, that's why I want to get rich and have be my own boss. You know what I'm saying? Being your own boss is how you're able to do that shit. You can't work for somebody to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to be your own boss. Have your own company. Have your own shit. Have your own money. Boom. Have a manager. Take care of your shit, and then disappear for a fucking year. You know what I mean? And that's
I mean, no, it's like it's not a manager. Like it depends on what you're doing.
Have your best friend. Have someone you have to have someone you trust that's not going to try to fucking steal your whole company.
Well, no, actually, you know what I was doing this week too.
By the time I probably just let them run that shit if they were running it properly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, you leave it to me, and I'd just be like, I'm going on vacation too, nigga.
See, then you put someone else in charge. But if you fuck it up, that's on you.
But that's why you have systems, right? Like
Yeah.
I was what was I saying? I was reading. I've been listening and reading this book simultaneously, and it was talking about like essentially like the gist of it is like whenever you build a business, because it's about specifically small businesses, you have to build it in a way that like the reason why small businesses fail is because people work too much at their business. They're the only ones working and they refuse to hire and teach people, right? Like you essentially want to you can work there for the you can work there for the first year, but every time that you get a job and it's like if you're wearing multiple hats, that's normal. But you have to build a system. So it's like if I'm an employee, if I open a store, I'm an employee. Okay, these are the systems that I have to communicate with customers, and these are my policies. I'm a manager. This is how I train my team. I got my team feeling this way, right? And this is how I manage the store.
Yeah.
Project conservatively. If I'm the buyer, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I look into when I'm buying, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. And then I'll be creative direction. And then I could be like, all right, you, and you're ahead of women's, you're ahead of men's, and then you're ahead of accessories, jewelry, and like scents. That's the three you need to combine your heads, create for this season, and I'm gonna be gone for the whole year. It's like that's what you want, right?
You have to be able to allocate properly and
exactly.
Delegate. Like, because if you can't be able to just like pick the right people for the position that you have in your whatever company and actually delegate roles and tell them what they need to do, that is it. Like for Dylan, he shot my music video. He's not a fucking cameraman. You know what I'm saying? He's shot my music video a multitude of times before. And it's like, all you got to do is tell niggas what to do and trust that they're going to do it and they execute. And the shit looks phenomenal. Looks great. So it's about being able to communicate and delegate properly as the head, whatever.
Management by delegation and not abdication, right? You're not leaving your position and you're not essentially like, it's like if you start a business, but you hire somebody and they do all your job while you be an employee.
Exactly.
Right. You still are the manager. They're just taking a job from you.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
like now you're an employee.
Like, it's like if you hire somebody and they start doing your job while like, you know what I'm saying? Like let's say you hire an employee. Let's say you're a manager and you hire somebody and they start fucking like kind of taking over your job, but you don't really do anything and you let them just run shit. At a certain point, you become an employee and they become a manager in the roles, not titles. It's just like it's off.
That's why people leave, right? Because it's like you're getting paid thousands of X amount of dollars and they're getting paid a lot less than that. It's like, why am I running this guy's company? I'm just here. I was hired to do this job. I wasn't hired to do 24 or 50 jobs.
It's funny because that's what I look at a lot. Like when I would work a regular job, it's like I was hired to do this. You know what I'm saying? I was hired to do this, or I was hired to do that. Like at a certain point, you have to be like, that's not my job. There are a lot of things that people do, like to try to get up in companies or whatever it is that going above and beyond, and it's great. Like if you're trying to stay there, you're trying to move up, you're trying to do whatever. But like there's a certain point in a company where you're not the boss of that you have to realize that is not your job. You don't have to.
I think it's a line where it's like if I was in a management position, I don't let people be like, oh, let me make this decision. No, like it's like that's not what your decision is. I'm like, you can make a suggestion, but at the end of the day, it's still my decision, right? You know what I mean? I'm like, that's a good insight, but I was like, we can't do it because X, Y, and Z, or we can do this because X, Y, and Z.
Certain things you don't understand about the business number one.
Essentially, right? Like I have met this job and I'm a key holder, and she's like, you know, you're really like, you know, you're fast paced, you're really good at your job. You know what I mean? But it's like, I haven't done anything I haven't stepped on lines. I haven't been like, let's do this, you know, or like, oh, let me do that for you. Like, it's like, no, like I'm literally doing all my responsibilities just like
to the fullest.
It's just like, to the fullest.
But you're not going above and beyond. Everybody else. Yeah, but you're not going like you're going above and beyond in what you need to do, but you're not going into the next man's field and the next man's responsibilities and taking care of their shit.
Yeah.
Because that's when, but that's also when like either people start relying on you or people start resenting you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta know how to play your role.
Yeah, and it's better to have people resent you.
Oh yeah.
Who are in the same level as you, right?
Yeah.
Because
that means you're doing better than them.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point, right? And like,
you want niggas be hating on you. You want that shit. That way, that means you're winning, bro.
It's hilarious because like I got this key holder promotion, and then somebody else got the key holder promotion too. But it was a little bit more salty that I got the promotion because there was a little mix up. They thought I just got it, and they didn't get it, and they was a little bit upset about it. What the fuck is this? And they're like, I have better availability, etc. Blah 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 blah. Right. And I was like, no. I was like, I come in every weekend expecting to put up these amount of numbers, and I'm disappointed if I don't put up these numbers. You know what I mean? And it's like I go in and I do roll every day. There's a checklist. I'm doing almost 90% of that checklist every single day. These are the responsibilities laid out. They will be done by the end of the day. And like now I'm fucking, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, it's like, right? But like,
set a position up. It's like Dylan out here.
Yeah, literally, right? You move up. You move up so you don't have to do certain things, right? Yeah. But it's just like now, like today, I forgot my key today, but they let me close the store for the like, and they haven't let that other person close the store. They've been gone for weeks.
Right.
Sure, they're injured. Blessed excuse to me.
They come with that cast and crutches, bro.
Yeah, literally pull up. But like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't get that kind of stuff level. No, people in my position, you don't get this position most of the time if you're just
doing whatever.
If you're fucking anybody, right? Yeah. She came up to me and was like, you should apply for this. Okay, this person's leaving early. Can you close the store? Are you confident enough? Yeah, sure, whatever. It's fucking, I've done it before. Done it twice. That's all I need, right? Yeah. So it's just kind of like, there is a line where it's like, yeah, okay, I did a little bit more than I'm supposed to, but it's just like, this is just another part for me.
Of course, there's always a line, right? Like,
yeah. And like, it'd be different if it was like
your shit. And sometimes it'll leak into certain things by it being in your category, but like someone else was supposed to take care of a part of it, but you kind of just do the whole thing. And then that, like, I understand, you know what I'm saying? And that's that's doing the right thing. Like, that's how you win. Dylan's like that shit. I be doing that shit. You be doing that shit. It's how it shows proficiency as a worker.
Yeah. And it also shows responsibility, right? Like, that's the thing. Like, when you ever, like, I go into a new job, it's just like, I can see when people who's specifically super worn down or has been in a position for a long time, I hear it all, right? If you go into a job and somebody has been there for 6, 7, 8, 9 years in the same position, ooh, that's somebody that, like, that's a hurdle you're gonna have.
Bare minimum. They do bare minimum.
Yeah, they're doing the bare minimum, and they're getting like pity prizes essentially. Like, they only promoted you or gave you this position and paid you a little bit more because you've been here for so long, right? And they won't give you anything else. So it's like, I know what that brick wall looks like. When I was at Urban, that was the same thing. It was that silver lining of it, and I was like, I knew why I wasn't gonna get above it, but like now I'm here and I see it from somebody else, and I'm like, I know why you won't get above it because I see it in you every day, right? But like, if that person just started throwing the responsibilities, I'm not gonna take it, right? I'm not gonna take it unless I sit down and with the store manager, I'm like, well, either give me that same position that they have, or like, I'm just like, nah, I'm not doing that shit. You know what I mean? Like, start paying me what you're paying them. If you're gonna I'm gonna do that shit.
That goes into knowing your worth, right?
Yeah.
You got to know how much you're worth. Like, how much is your time really worth? And like, it's hard to really bargain when you're with like a corporation. You can usually like get an idea into your manager's head, and like a couple months later showing like you can work, you'll see that you might get a promotion here and there or whatever. But like, I feel like it's hard to like know your worth when you're working for somebody else, because they always they don't want to, like, as someone who works for myself, like, I would never want to like give somebody, like, depending on who they are, you know what I'm saying, and how good they are, then I'd give them their worth to what I think, but that's not what they think their worth is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if I have Dylan do a job for me, like, or a DJ gig or whatever, and it's like a $500 gig and I take like $75 from it, so he makes like $425. Who knows? He might feel like that's amazing and that's great for him, or he might feel slighted and be like, "Nah, I deserve that full $5 because what the fuck, whatever." You know, like, some people feel like that, or it's just it's about knowing how much you feel your worth is, and like, those numbers are high to be honest with you. A lot of people out here, it was just funny. I saw a post today from this one DJ friend of mine, and it was like, don't worry, like all you Edmonton DJs, don't worry, that $50 check and the $100 bar tab will be there once the corona ends. It's just like, yep, all these Edmonton niggas that's what they play for. Sometimes not even the $50, just the $100 bar tab or the $150 bar tab.
I don't even want the bar tab. I want the $100.
I want all that bar tab money in cash. That's what I always say. Yeah. I have to pee so bad. You guys can continue on. It's gonna come back, and we'll wrap this up.
I was gonna make a point, but
my bladder is small.
I don't remember what I was gonna say now. You're just talking too much. Oh fuck. And fuck, I really had something I was gonna say too. Something about knowing your worth. Oh yeah. Working for people. Like when you work for people, I think though it's also like an ego thing. Like, do you ever feel like, have you ever worked with people who are like terrible at their jobs, but they think they're so fucking good at their jobs? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like those people, like those are the people that always think that they're worth so much, but like they're like, oh, I should be in this position, in that position.
Yeah.
I can definitely do it.
Come to you and try to complain too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I've been doing all this and all this. Yeah, it's your job, right?
yeah, that's the bare minimum of your job. And it's just like, I'm like I'm not really that much of a boastful person. Like, and I always am like kind of weary of it too, because I like when I go into work, it's just like I just want to do work. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like this is work. Like I just came to work, right? So like when people come in like, oh, I just sold like $300 today or some shit like that. I'm just like, oh, that's cool. Like that's like I was like $300. I'm like, damn, that's hurting for real. Like that, like to me, that's not even trying. And if you're impressed by that, I'm like, you're not pushing yourself enough. You know what I mean? Like there's like you have to check yourself, right? Like you have to kind of look at the mirror like every day when you go to work, like you have to like look at what you do and then like just evaluate. It's just like, okay, did I go to work and did I actually interact with people? How much did I help them? How much better could I have been? You know what I mean? As opposed to just being like, oh yeah, I made that big sale today. I made $500 on sale. I like even like for me, like when I make like, I don't know, like the other week, I think I did $1,000, like $2,000. I was mad above everybody else. I was like made I think it was like $700 above like everybody. Right. I was like at the top. I mean, like over 2,000. When everybody was kind of looking at it and like, oh wow, Malcom, you did so good. I was like, no, I'm like, there was a $600 sale. I was like, that's why my numbers look so high. You know what I mean? And I didn't really do much. Like I just came in, picked up 7 things, and I was just the guy who rang him through for it. You know what I mean? I just grabbed all the sizes for it. I'm like, that to me isn't impressive. But it's like, if I can make multitudes of like $200, $300 sales and really work to get those sales and then be like, yeah, I made 3-4 racks today. Like that's more impressive to me than having a person come in, be like, I wanted to buy this online. I see it now. I'm going to try it on. Tries it on. Okay, I'm going to buy it. And then buy like a $700 pair of shoes. Like to me, like that's just like, oh, great. That's like an easy low hanging fruit. You know, it's like it's more worth it to me to earn that dollar rather than be like, oh yeah, this person just came in and bought it.
So, do you find that you have to usually earn your dollars? Like, is it usually harder?
I don't know.
Find that you're making is it a lot of those walk-in sales, or is it more so like I have to kind of grind to get these people to buy shit?
It depends on. It really depends, I think, on the time of year. Right now, it's a lot of people just being like, should I get this? Should I get this? It's now like somebody be like, oh, I'm getting a gift for so-and-so. I don't know what to get them. Now it's like, it's trying to sell.
Those are the best times. Those are the best times, I think.
Well, for clothes, it's so easy, right? Because it's just like, this is really popular.
Size.
But for shoes, it's like way different because it's like people are coming in, bro, and it's just like, okay, what are you looking for?
Shoes is so hard to buy for someone.
Yeah, this is one of the hardest. If you know their size, great, but if you don't know their taste,
yeah, exactly. Like
that's what
certain people you could buy shoes for. Like Ryan, you buy Supras. You know what I'm saying? Dylan, you buy anything that you think looks good. Dylan will like it. I promise.
Yeah,
I promise.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the fuck kind of shoe I'd buy you. It'd have to be some trendy ass like $350 fucking shoe, and then you'd be impressed.
It have to be something. It have just have to be something different. Just something like probably not even trendy. It'd have to be something crazy.
You buy me a pair of Vans. You buy me Tim's. You buy me any generic bullshit. I'm happy, bro. Converse. I've never owned Converse. You know what I'm saying? It's just they're like shoes are so hard. Like the only thing I've bought my mom a few pairs of shoes, but it's just like I ask her like, hey, what kind of shoes? Like, what's the brand?
I bring my mom with me. I don't give a fuck. My mom came into Urban and I was like, I'm gonna buy you a pair of shoes, but I'm like, you have to come in shoes though, because I don't know what you want. I was literally trying to explain to her what we had, and she was like, I don't know. And I was like, okay, you're coming in then. I don't care.
Yeah, no.
So she came in and we tried on. I literally ran to the back, got all the shoes she wanted, and was just trying on shoes and got her a pair of shoes and bought her a pair of shoes.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, like gifts, like, yeah, it's like, okay, like, I don't know. Like today I helped a girl. So a girl was just like, okay, one of my friends, her favorite color is blue. So I'm going to get these blue Converse. So I was like, okay, easy.
Right.
She's like, I don't know what my other friend likes. So she looked around the store. She's like, I don't know what the fuck to get her. And I'm like, she's like, okay. And I was like, what does she usually wear? She's like, I don't know. She wears a lot of neutral. So I was like, well, you could go with, the Vans here. Yeah. I was like, you go with the Vans here. I was like, the Converse. Right. I don't know if she wears like higher top Converse or whatever. And then I was like, oh, we also have these MoMA like Vans, like the Museum of Modern Art. We have these Vans, and like we have the Monet one, and we have these ones. Didn't have our other ones that we had, and like didn't have those slip-on ones she wanted, but we had the lace-up ones she wanted. Mm-hmm. She bought that. That's like, for me, that means more to me than the blue pair of fucking Chucks that she just picked up and was like, this is the one I'm gonna get that. You know what I mean?
Right. Because it's deeper than what fucking is your favorite color.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's saying? Like, it's like it makes me like think about it. Be like, okay, let me think about like how, or like dealing with like problematic customers. We've been dealing with like this. We had this problematic customer who like was fucking bitching at us on the phone. She comes in on Saturday. I didn't even realize who it was until she told me her name, and I'm like, oh fuck. I like gave her the fucking best customer service of her goddamn life, and she came back in, looked for me specifically. You know what I mean? Like shit like that, like really putting myself above everything else and like being like, this is like how like customer servicing you to the fucking T, where it's just like that, like to me means more. And like, that's like where I know what my worth is at that point. Yeah. And I was probably dealing earlier. This is what we were talking about earlier, was like people who like evaluate themselves, who are like, overvalue themselves. They're like, I laced up this customer's shoe today.
Right.
So I should fucking be the manager of this bitch. You know what I mean? Like shit like that, you know?
Stupid shit.
Yeah. Like, doing like the bare minimum.
To me, I feel like I don't know if this is good or this is bad, but like the clientele and the quality of whatever it is I'm working on or working with, like the clothing, like let's say if I'm working with like very expensive things, like you're working with very expensive clothes at all times, and very like sought after, pieces. Yeah. So it's just like these people are coming in here to spend money. So it's like you need to kind of give them a good customer service, like going to Tiffany's or going to fucking Louis Vuitton or Gucci, or like, these niggas are wearing suits and they're like treating you, giving you water and like fucking all this crazy shit. It's like, you kind of, when you're spending that kind of money, you kind of want to make sure that niggas ain't out here just kind of shrugging you off like this is Urban Outfitters. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to make sure that, people are attentive. They care about what you're saying to them, what you're looking for, what you're getting. Mm-hmm. Like, to me, especially, like, I love giving great customer service. Like, I loved being able to do that and, like, connecting with people. Like, that's something that was really, especially, like, I only worked in that weed store for 2 days, but, like, I'm pretty sure I gave the best customer service they've ever seen in their life, because like I know weed, you know what I'm saying? And I know people. So it's just like, these guys are coming in, construction workers, like whatever, rough day. And I talk to them about their day. I know I lived right next to a construction site. I watch these niggas every day. I know the fucking shit that they go through. I'm like, any troubles on site today? Any bullshit, blah, 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 blah. This kind of that. They talk to me about that. They let me know like that. I'm like, all right, you know what? You need this. And like, I'll let them know, like, even if they're coming in for like a hybrid, I'm like, nah, bro, you had a shit day. You need an indica. You need to just mellow out. And it's like, it's that connectivity of like being on a person to person level instead of just being a customer and whatever it is, like business. I hate that shit. Yeah. That's why I loved being self-employed and being a DJ. Cause it's just like, yo, I do what I want to do. And it's vibes. I just give vibes. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's my whole thing is just vibes. Like if you don't fuck with it, okay, that's fine. But like, I'm not out here slinging nothing but vibes. So
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, Jaylin January. I'm here with
Mal Smitty.
You fish.
And yeah, we out here just living that quarantine lifestyle. So thank you for tuning in. We talked about a bunch of fucked up shit today, and we're gonna keep doing that every week. So come through and enjoy the vibes. Peace.
Goodbye.
Hey, you could trust me. Okay. Yeah, if I said it, we gonna do this shit. Hey.